another UFC breakdown. This week it's UFC 326 at the T-Mobile in Las Vegas. The BMF belt is on the line. Max Holloway looking to defend it once again in a rematch against Charles Oliveira that dates back a very, very long time. Charles Oliveira coming off the win against Mateusz Garbrandt, and maybe the winner could get a big opportunity come this summer against a very big name, Conor McGregor. What do you think, EP? How are you doing tonight, brother?
We are doing fantastic on a lot of reasons. One, I didn't have to DM Aylin Perez. Number two, me and the rest of the community get to watch you do a shoey. Three, I like this card. There's a lot of competitive lines. It's completely opposite of Mexico, right? Where I would have had a winning event if fucking Brandon Moreno showed up, but it is what it is. So we're feeling pretty fucking good, brother. We're feeling pretty good. It's pay-per-view week, and I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to break this down with you. I'm excited to be here. There's no other place I'd rather be. Like, yeah, go.
Absolutely. I mean, I got to get the monkey off my back, man.
Yeah.
All right. It's been a rough 3 weeks for me. A rough February. I mean, that, like, without a doubt, the worst month of betting in my life. So hopefully March brings us something a little bit better. A little bit under the weather this week. I woke up Sunday morning and I had a terrible sore throat. Just hopped up a bunch of stuff. But that was March 1st. Was Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe that's me like purging all this bad luck. Exactly. You know, the new month, it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm in the bathroom just like my wife's trying to sleep. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got to get this out. I got to purge what's ever inside of me because this can't continue for anyone's sake. It can't continue. So this week, this month, we're going to turn this around. We're going to start winning. It's the hot streak. I see it in the chat. We're coming back swinging. How we doing, boys? Hot steak season, hot streak.
Hot streak for the BigJive.
It will be Oliveira decision or Max Holloway KO. I've called Strickland, Kavanaugh, and Green. Well, there you go, T-Swizz.
T-Swizz is hot right now.
Genius. We're purging the L's.
Get rid of them.
Let's go on, boys. Dixon's in the chat. Can you believe Charles Energy Johnson blocked me on social media because he got offended? I told him to put the fries in the bag. His McDonald's uniform in the picture. I think you got to change the McDonald's to Daniel Zellhuber.
It's got to be Zellhuber.
You got to update it. You got to put
that dude.
Or is it already? It kind of looks like him.
I don't know who that is.
I think it might already be him.
That might be Zellhuber. Dixon, who you got in the chat there, bud?
I think it is.
Or who do you got? Because that might be Zellhuber.
I think it looks like him.
I forget what he looks like. I've taken him completely out of my mind.
What's up, brother? How we doing? Woke up Sunday. Herpes. I know what you're saying, and my bets don't hit. Okay. Not herpes positive, but after watching that card at Mexico City and watching everything just go up in flames, like I felt like I might have it. It is. I remember Huber.
Being a sexually active young man in my teens, I remember herpes was like, if I had that, that was the end of my life. Like it was a death sentence if you got herpes. Fuck HIV, fuck AIDS, fuck HPV, all that. None of that mattered. But I'm like, dude, if I get herpes, bro, I'm fucked. But yeah, herpes is nothing compared to what the other shit we got out there. But
well, it's funny that came up because there's a man on this card that had to pull out of a fight because of herpes. Yeah. We'll talk about him later.
Herpes is no joke, dude.
Very soon we will talk about him. But boys, before we recap how last week went, there's some debts that must be paid. All right.
Gotta pay them.
I haven't done a shoey in over 4 years. I thought the night that I had with Tai Tuivasa beating Derek Lewis and doing those shoeys in the bar, I thought that was going to be it. I really did. As you can see in the picture, this is actually me that night. Doing the shoeys in the bar. You could see the shoe. Pretty gross. But for whatever reason, BP threw out the shoey bet last week because there's no other fight that we should have put a shoey bet on than some women's MMA.
Well, hang on. You were questioning I know chicks, right? That's something I've been caring. You were like, how is Perez gonna win? And I'm like, okay, you're confident Macy Chia's on. When she loses, you're gonna have to pay for it. You're gonna have to pay your debt. And predictably, she quit after the first round and lost. I mean, that's just what's gonna happen.
Well, let's just run the tape to see what the deal.
See?
You have to DM her asking to do a collab.
That's fine. I can do that. I don't even follow her. I think I'll DM the shit out of her. I don't care. Yeah. All right. And if I win, you do the shoey.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I mean, we could just stick to a shoey bet, but I mean, come on, man.
There it is. Oh.
I really didn't think I'd be doing this because I thought Macy Chiasson, especially after round one, was going to be able to get that one done. But
sure,
as many predicted, she would fall apart, and she did, slipping on banana peels in rounds 2 and round 3. I thought we were maybe going to get a gift in round 2 when the ref stood him up. I said,
I can't. I texted you. That was egregious.
Egregious. The worst stand-up I've probably ever seen.
Apparently, Mark, when he got out of the cage after that fight, Mark Reitner fucking ate his lunch.
I bet. It was a terrible stand-up. And then immediately, that was a gift from God, from Macy there. And then immediately, she just slips on another banana peel and falls to her back. Okay. And then it's 1-1. And I'm like, okay, whatever you do, just don't slip and fall. Because
Stay away. Use your way.
Yeah, she's not really like taking you down with ease.
Right.
You're like getting in the clinch and then slipping. And what does she do? Clinches up, slips. And as soon as she got taken down, I just stopped watching. I said, this is rough. Man. This is rough. So the debt's got to be paid. I have a New Glarus spotted cow out of the bottom. All right. And I have a shoe. Now, this is a shoe that truthfully has not been worn that much.
Okay.
There's a reason it has not been worn that much.
Air Max?
Yeah, it's an Air Max 270. Okay. Not a fan. I actually gave these to my dad, and my dad didn't like them, so he didn't wear them. Yeah. And now I have them. So, we're going to fucking do this, man. Absolutely.
This guy could have fucking did like a little natty light. He's doing some beer I've never heard of, which I got to imagine a craft beer of some sort.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, but it's not like a Bud Light where you could that's like water for some people.
This is kind of like water, I would say.
Okay. All right. Well, then fair enough. Either way, you're paying your debts. That's all that matters.
All right. Well, I got to go slow with this because I'm an experienced shoey guy.
Yeah.
So I know if I go too fast, it's going to fall out.
100%. I spilled when I did mine, spilled it all over myself in my office. I mopped and everything. It still smelled like beer for weeks.
Oh my God. I'm a little scared it's going to fall out of the mesh.
You picked a decent shoe though. I did mine at Jordan's. Here we go.
It's in. It's already leaking. Awesome.
Here he goes. Oh. For the audio listeners, he's doing it slow, but a lot of foam coming out. It's a mess.
There's so much foam.
A lot of foam. All right. He's doing it. He's doing his best. It's just a lot. It's just all foam.
I gotta go to the side.
Is there even beer in there? Here he goes. He's going from the side. New technique. Never seen this before. Audio only, and he's head's cocked back now, and we're about at the tail end of it here. Besides the foam, that was a good job. Nice burp right there. There you go. Still dripping a little bit, but hey, you know what? There you go.
We're in.
There it is. Debt's paid, baby.
That's paid.
Yes.
And I need to get a fucking towel. Thank you.
Do you have carpet down there or hardwood?
Carpet.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got wood floors.
It's a rug, but.
Right, yeah. It's still going to stink, though, dude.
It's all right. Just get a new one once I get in this hot streak.
Get this hot streak. I'll buy all the fucking rugs, babe. Once we get hot, goddamn Brandon Moreno ruined my week. And so far he's cleaning up his mess right now. For those audio listeners only, audio listeners, people obviously are watching visually. can see what he's doing. Let's see what the chat's doing.
Disgusting.
Trin says rug really ties the room together. Does it? Does it not? Big Lebowski. That fucking rug really tied the room together. Did it or did it not? One of the greatest movies ever.
Got it on my sleeve.
Sam Maverick says, what's the safest bet on this card, people? I'll tell you right now, Sam, we haven't got there yet, but it is going to be Cody Garbrandt. Obviously, he's the most safest fighter on this card, without question. Spotted Cows cleanse the bad bets. So we're all about cleansing here, purging, cleansing. A Lannister pays his debts. We got a little Game of Thrones in there. Absolutely. Dixon Sider says, BP, get a refund for your pinata from Moreno. You know what's funny is I've never hit a pinata before. I don't know if that's surprising. I'm a white dude from the suburbs. Didn't grow up with a ton of Mexican people in my community. However, it looks so much fun to hit a pinata, and I've never done it. BP, I love you, bro, but that shirt ain't it. What this what I'm wearing? Bro, this is let me put you on some game here. This is a Patagonia fleece. And if you can't tell right here, when I start cooking with my bets, we're taking buttons down, bub. Okay, this is for the ladies that watch, the 3 or 4 ladies that watch. Okay, it's a whole system I got here, dude. It's a guy, you know what I mean? But it's okay. You can dog on my shirt, lunatic. It's okay. But it is a fleece because it's a little chilly in my office.
I'm feeling good now.
He's feeling ready. Did you have a hoodie on? What'd you have on before that?
I had a hoodie.
Okay, so that's gone.
It went down my sleeve a little bit, the foam.
Yeah.
And I can't wear stuff when I'm wet.
You gotta go. You gotta get rid of it. If I have wet socks, my day's ruined.
Oh, disgusting.
Ruined.
Absolutely not. Chicks dig the fleece. Absolutely. Well,
yeah. The wife does like this, though.
Sure, better than the Packers hat. Wow.
Damn, bro.
Come on, man. What should I take?
Silly Gilly Goose MMA, man, throwing shots at the Packers.
What did they do to you? I'm not even that big of a Packer fan, you know. I just gotta rep where I live. I gotta fit in, you know. I'm trying to fit in, you know.
Cheeseheads, man.
Fight to finish in last 10 seconds happened twice last week. Yeah, that is hell of a bet. Hell of a bet. Go Pack, go. All right, well, let's recap how we did last week. Brandon Moreno. What are we doing, brother? What are we doing?
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Fuck, dude.
Rough.
He looked washed.
He looked bad, right? And I will say this. Hayden and I have talked about doing a recap show, so I would say this on a recap show. But I'm going to say it now. A lot of people on Moreno. Moreno, obviously, Hayden and I both were on Moreno. I was very confident in the fight because in MMA, the MMA world, he should have won, right? It all adds up to him winning. He had the better resume. He's been in the UFC longer, former champion, et cetera, et cetera. Kavanaugh coming off a horrible loss. But Lonnie Kavanaugh proved a hell of a lot this past weekend. His cardio, his footwork, his striking was super clean and crisp. I was super impressed with the kid. Taking the fight on short notice in Mexico City against a Mexican and not gassing out, not tiring, and piecing him up, hurting Brandon Moreno on the feet, and not giving him a fucking inch is super impressive. So hats off to all the Kavanaugh bettors out there. I completely swung and missed on that one. I really thought Moreno would be more of a factor on the feet. He would touch the body more, and obviously I thought maybe the grappling would come into play. None of that really happened. He got Moreno's dog tough, but Kavanaugh looked really highly skilled. And just add it to an already becoming stacked division. Another guy that's like, yeah, sure, I got Energy got me, because Energy got fucking Joshua Van too, who's the champion now. Yeah. So props to Lonnie Kavanaugh. What an absolute amazing performance. I was, as a guy that prefers striking over grappling, I really admire really good striking. His footwork, his timing, his power, his slot selection, his vision was on point. And Brandon Moreno, washed or not, I don't think he's winning that fight because, you know, I don't think has that skills. I think the division has maybe passed him by at this point. As much as to say, I don't want to throw dirt on the guy, but he looked that bad to me. He looked slow. He looked like he didn't know what to do. When the striking wasn't working out, his wrestling looked washed. He needs to really reevaluate what he wants to do.
Yeah, mine was also.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
And I did a pre-main card show on CBS.
Yeah.
Saturday. And they asked for me for the keys to victory for both fighters, right? And I said, Brandon Moreno needs to make him work. Needs to get in his face. He needs to make it a bit dirty. You know, let this kid know that you can't just go in there and he can't be comfortable in there.
Right.
And I also said the key to victory for Loner Kavanaugh was to plant some doubt in this guy's brain early on, because he's also coming off a KO loss to Tatsuro Taira. So plant that seed of doubt early on that this isn't going to be an easy fight. And who got the key to victory done? Loner Kavanaugh did.
Yeah.
So
Sure did.
You know, Brandon Moreno was just kind of standing in front of him and got his leg kicked out, got pieced up. And that damage he did early on carried on into rounds 3, 4, and 5 to where
his calf was fucked, dude.
Couldn't even do it. So, I mean, the guy, it didn't even look like he really had a game plan. You know, Kavanaugh had a great game plan, though. BP, how much did you pay Marriott for their carpet?
I was laughing at that. John's got to go in here. BP shirts looks like it was designed by Game Inventor of Tetris. Man, I don't even want to tell people how much I paid for this. Now I'm getting dogged on, bub.
What is that, Patagonia?
Patagonia fleece, just a little pullover fleece, little Peyton Manning quarter zip, but not really a zip, just buttons.
You know, I hate to dog you, BP, but that color combination was probably on the clearance rack, wasn't it?
It was not.
Come on, man.
Come on. No, bro. I paid
you know how you go to like the stores and
yeah.
Clearance rack is all the weird colors.
Yeah. No, I ordered this online because I have one of those like black just jackets from Patagonia. It's just black and it's like mini bubble or whatever. So that's like my winter coat. This was something I bought, I think, right after, because I was a North Face guy. I like North Face a lot for coats. And then my wife put me on the Patagonia. Anyway, it doesn't matter how much I paid for it. Way too much. Okay. It was over $200. So fuck you in the chat. Fuck everybody else. It was over $200. I ordered it online. Too tight doesn't hide the boobs. It's not that tight. What are you talking about? Either way, I love that my
is on VP's ass today.
I love it, dude. I have like a hoodie sitting right here, and lesser men would put the hoodie on. And I might wear this every fucking podcast.
Trying to make a statement, man.
You know, it's definitely going to go up in the rafters behind me, but I might wear this every fucking. You waste your money. Yeah, apparently I did, guys. All right,
3-punch parlay.
Oh,
guess what? Brandon Moreno fucked it for us. You know
who did it though? Eileen Perez.
Yeah.
The line that you hated. That she did all right in there, huh?
Yeah, she did. But
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Sicko parlay for BP hit the chalk leg minus 450, but other than that, we swung and missed.
Yeah, Cheeto's Cheeto. Shirez, fought like the cartel was in the fucking crowd with a fucking bag over his wife's head. I don't know what that was. What are you doing, bro? There's no aggression. You had every chance to be aggressive in that fight. You did it. You won a close split decision, which is cool, but missed a sub on that. And Rodriguez is an absolute stud. Proved a lot to me. This guy got dropped, got back up, and finished the fight over a tough Peruvian guy. That's a young man. He's already had to deal with a lot. Close decision loss to Morales, who was in the UFC prior to the Ultimate Fighter, and he won the show. Fight I thought he should have won. Had to go to the contenders, got that dub, and now he's been dropped in the octagon and got back up and got a finish. So, like, the more you throw out these young men, the more experience he develops at an early age. I fucking love it, and I love his skills as well. Incredibly fast hands, and then his takedown and wrestling is only going to get better working with DC and the boys. But yeah, so we were 1 for 3 on the Sicko. Not happy about that. I actually really liked it. And Cheeto had a good third round like always, but what are we doing? I think Cheeto needs to go. The guy makes a ton of money in the UFC. I think it's PFL or bare knuckle with Cheeto. I think, maybe let him go fighting somewhere that like Lethway or something over in Thailand that doesn't have fucking time limits or whatever. You just fight to the goddamn death. That's like the only way he's going to win a fight anymore.
Yeah, put him in game bred bare knuckle MMA. Put him in
He'll collect a check out there. People like him, but I mean, the UFC's probably paying him a hefty penny. And for what? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
0 for 2.
Oof.
0 for 2. You know what? Obviously, I mean, Jason had a path to win the decision, but she slipped on banana peels. And then after Rodriguez got caught in the first round, and then he clearly was winning on the ground. I'm like, okay, Imano, go take him down.
Yeah.
You're clearly the better wrestler. But he just said, fuck that. I want the KO, which is, respect. Respect. You're trying to make a statement. You want that KO. Okay. But, plus 650 on the sub, I thought maybe he would take the path of least resistance, but he just decided not to, even after getting knocked down, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, Sicko, we're both 0 for 5 now. So the only way is up.
We got to just hit 1. I mean, we're giving you
10 we're getting 10 to 1. So if by the time we get to 0 and 10, then we need to start hitting. By the time we get to 0 and 10, we need to start hitting at least 1, and then we can reset. But 0 for 5, we'll see. All right, what do you say, BP?
Let's do it, Bob. I'm ready.
Get into some fights, maybe. First fight of the night, we got a light heavyweight bout. Luke Fernandez comes in at minus 225, taking on Adolfo Bolato, sitting at plus 190. The 6-0 UFC newcomer fought on the Contender Series last year, knocked out his opponent in 15 seconds, knocked him down with the first punch he threw. And obviously the odds makers are liking that. He's coming in here as the favorite. Bolato is exactly 1-1-1 with 1 no contest. So in a world where Cody Brundage was, the only guy that we thought went on the 4-fight streak of 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, Adolfo Bolato did that in just 4 fights in the UFC. So now something's got to budge. He can't really do anything else. He's plus 190 here. They're both the same age, but Bolato has a lot more experience in the UFC and in his professional career. What do you think here, BP? Are we buying into the UFC newcomer here, little Luke Fernandez?
Well, yeah, I'm buying in. I do think he's fairly talented. I've seen his fights outside there. Trains out of Jersey, does some grappling, submitted Phil Halls in a grappling tournament as well. So he's well rounding his game, right? He's 30 years old. This is the time to get in the UFC now. 6-0 though, time to put a rock on your ass and go. Problem is, Bolato is a fucking scumbag, bum, cheater, quitter, right? And here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing, bro. I was on the Anakin Florian when that fight happened, and they discussed it. I was in the backstage area, and John and Kenny discussed Bolato, and they really took up for him. They're like, hey, listen, the brain does crazy things. You get kicked, you think you're okay, and then you go out. Like the brain, like they're defending his actions, and I'm back there like, are we fucking serious? So I had a little bit of a muzzle on back then. Don't have one now. That was the most fake shit I've ever seen. I've watched it a million times. He gets kicked, not that hard, by the way, by Paul Craig, who doesn't knock out anybody, right? Kicks him pretty hard. He looks at the ref, and then I'm dead, right? Like the most embarrassing shit in the world. And then it bottom a no contest or a win or however they fucking scored it. I was disgusted by the action. I think that is unreprehensible, and I think Luke Fernandez has power. I think his ground game is decent, at least what I've seen in the grappling circuit. And I think he's going to get it done here. I think he's athletic. Dante Rivera is his coach, former Ultimate Fighter years and years ago. In Dante Rivera, every time I see this guy on social or whatever, he talks about Luke Fernandez. I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. He's 30 years old. You have to be careful in this game, and I'm guilty of it a lot, is getting super excited over the Contender Series guys. We've only seen a little bit of this guy in the Contender Series, literally 1 punch. So you got to be careful, because I do think Bolato stinks. I think he's going to find a way to quit in this fight as well. But also, Fernandez hasn't really proven much outside of really anything. So I like Fernandez. Minus 225 is about the price I think we're going to see. I think people are going to bet on Bolato or bet against Bolato just because of the shenanigans he pulled his last fight out of just a disrespect. But I like Luke Fernandez here. That's my play.
Well, it was 2 fights ago. His last fight was against Navajo Sterling, where he lost.
Oh, 2 fights ago. Right. Yeah, Navajo got him. Right.
Yeah, Navajo beat him by decision. But in Bolato's defense, that was the first fight back where he got diagnosed with herpes. So the brain could have been doing some weird things. Herpes brain. It might have, just had a little delayed reaction to getting shut off. You never know.
Sure.
You never know. But yeah, I was there in attendance, and it was a little weird. It was a little weird.
A lot weird.
But either way, I think if Bolato doesn't die early, he's going to be live.
Okay.
But I don't really know that I could trust him to not die early because he's so damn hittable. And early on in the fight, like Fernandez's boxing is pretty clean, man. It's pretty clean. Doesn't really throw much outside of his hands, like from range. Not like much of a kicker. Kind of just stands there at range, like waiting to let his hands go. But he's got a good 1-2. He's got a good left hook, and he'll throw in a little bit of some cage push. I don't know that his wrestling is like elite. I don't know that his grappling is elite. And I don't know that his cardio is going to be elite either. I think that's the biggest attribute that Bolato has here that he could exploit from Fernandez is just experience and cardio. But when that's usually the case, I don't really love to, take a shot on a dog like that. But, maybe a late sprinkle on Bolato round 3 or something like that. But I think Fernandez is probably good enough to get past him here. Got all the finishing upside early on. But I'm not gonna lay the price on him. Minus 225 to me is a bit rich, considering the guy you fought in the Contender Series was like really, really, really bad.
Not good.
Like extremely bad. You remember that video going around of the midget ring girl?
Yes.
You saw that one?
No, wait, no.
No, you didn't see that one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh God, I might have to pull it up.
The only video I remember of a little person is when Conor McGregor was carrying that little girl a few years ago at like Sturgis, some blonde chick, and everyone's like, dude, he banged that girl. Like she was a little person. Yeah. He's fucking carrying around, like clearly banged that broad. But no, a little person ring card. I don't remember this.
Oh, I know it. I know it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Ready for this? Well, just check out where.
Oh yeah, the K. Right. So I've seen this. Yeah. I've seen this. I can't believe this is actually professional.
Just wait for it, boys.
Okay.
Here we go. We're ready.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. She's doing it. Those little legs. She's in shape. Good for her, man. Good for her.
This is like somebody's basement too.
This is crazy. They label this as this was professional, and it's clearly like what is this, Brazil or Argentina or something?
Basement. Like there's a bar.
Yeah.
There's just a bar in the basement.
Yeah. It's wild they got that sanction or not sanctioned because we live in Indiana. Right next to Ohio, there's a lot of Indian burial grounds. So like Chris Curtis has like 60 amateur fights, but if you go look at his amateur fights on like Tapology, there's only like 20 because he did like 40 on unsanctioned, no commission. They have their own commission, so it doesn't get put on your record. It's wild.
Yeah, I think Tapology caps your amateur fights at 20 though.
Also. Oh, do they cap them? Yeah, Chris had like 60, bro.
Yeah. He
had one where we were in an Indian burial ground. He was eating a buffet and they said, does anybody want to fight a heavyweight in 2 hours? And Chris went and fought the guy and the guy shit in his pants. He knocked him out in 30 seconds. Guy pooped his pants in the cage. He was wearing white shorts, shit himself. No. Yeah, it used to be on Chris's Facebook. I wish I had that video.
You got to hang him up if that happens.
Yeah, you're done. I mean, you poop your pants in the cage, you're fucking done.
No. The Ring Girl's a smoke show? Okay. I mean...
if that's what you're into, bro.
Go to Brazil and save her, bro. Save her. She needs a savior, bro.
I mean, here we go. Another fight.
Let's move on.
Stings.
Featherweight bout. We got Gaston Balanos coming in at plus 260, taking on Young Lee, sitting at minus 320. Both men 2-2 in the UFC. Bolanos 3 years older, 3 inches shorter, and a 4.5 reach disadvantage. Bolanos coming off the fight where he got submitted by Quang Lee and Young Lee on back-to-back losses. One knockout loss in the first round of Hyder Emil and one loss to Daniel Santos by decision. Bolanos moving up to 145. So that's something to note here. 8-5 in his professional career. Is there any chance you're taking a little poke here at the dog, the Peruvian Topuria?
I looked at him, bro, because the numbers right. But when you lose to Quang Lee and get finished by him, it's like, what are we doing? The wins you have in the UFC are bad too. I mean, losing to Marcus McGee, whatever. But you're beating Cortavius Romanes, who stinks. Aaron Phillips, who I think it might have been his last fight ever.
Yeah, it was.
And your name's Gaston. Like, have you ever seen The Lion King, bro? Like, change your name, right? And Jung Young Lee, this guy came, he was from South Korea, and he had a little bit of hype. People liked him. Like, this kid's kind of good. Back-to-back losses, losing to Hunter Mill by knockout. Hunter's explosive. He can knock you out. That's whatever. Losing to Daniel Santos, though, leaves me some pause. Right? Daniel Santos is not the most high-level guy in the world, and if you had hype behind you coming into the UFC, you should definitely beat a guy like Daniel Santos. I'll give it to you. You didn't get finished, but you should beat him, right? And he didn't, and he didn't look great in that. But yeah, this, again, I don't like this fight at all. I rarely pass on fights. I usually try to find an edge on everything because people are listening to the show. They want to hear our takes. They want to hear who they can bet on. I'm a degenerate gambler, so I'm trying to find an edge everywhere. This is one of the only fights where I don't see an edge anywhere. I think both these guys are low level. I think both these guys will be out of the UFC by the end of the year. Especially in featherweight, they don't need to keep these guys around. That's already a stacked division. But with that all being said, all the negative Nancy stuff out of the way, give me Jung Young Lee. I just can't take Balanos. I think Balanos is kind of weak everywhere. And I think Lee at least has a little bit of something to do. He can finish you on the feet and on the ground. But I don't know if a finish is going to happen again. I'm going to take Jung Young Lee.
Yeah, hard pass from Chris.
This is just not a great one, man.
Pass, Shawnee. I mean, I would pass too, but honestly, I think Lee should absolutely win here.
Okay.
How does he lose?
320, you're going to be like, you know what? Throw him in a parlay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Okay.
I think Bolanos is kind of like a spinning elbow or bust, because he can't stuff a takedown. His durability on the feet isn't even good. He's not really even that great of a striker. He's a Muay Thai guy, but he's so hittable, and he leaves himself open to getting hit on the feet. So, I mean, Cortavius Romeus rocked this guy in round one, and he's about as tall as the midget ring girl that we just saw, So I think Jung Young Lee, the bigger guy who's already fast for the division and has all the grappling upside, should be able to get this one done, man. And I think it could be maybe a TKO, maybe a sub, maybe a finish,
TKO. It's what my boy I Am Saturday Joe said. Book it. Yeah, he said. Lee is one of the most confident spots. When he gets confident on people, he's right. That's I Am Saturday guys in the chat's the one who bullied me to take Melky Costa a few weeks ago, and it paid off. It fucking paid off because he won, right? Joe's a sharp dude, sharp mind. I just can't get Lee at my minus 320. I just can't get there. I mean, maybe if I do I do all my bets, I don't know how many gamblers do this. You'll do all your bets and you'll have a balance left over, right? Or your money manager or whatever. And you go, you know what? Let's just fuck around and do a little bit of a parlay. And you're looking at the card. Maybe Lee might squeak in there for me, but right now I don't like that.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Bolanos wins this fight 25% of the time?
Yeah, because Lee's been knocked out. So 25% I could see MMA. Someone can get caught and you set a spinning elbow away. Sure. A Mill knocked him out with a flying knee or a knee, right? Is that what happened to him?
No, it was the 40 punch combo.
I thought he got, why am I misremembering? I thought he got fucking kneed, jumping knee to his fucking face. Now,
that was when Hyder Mill was just fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, Lee never even went down. He never even got knocked down.
Right. He stood his ground. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would give him 25%. If I'm being honest with you, I would give him, because I think that both these guys are pretty low level. But, I'm going to ride with, again, I don't have a strong take on this fight, but I will ride with you and I Am Saturday, my guy Joe.
I'm going to say Lee sub. Lee by sub.
All right.
Or submission loss for Balanos. Let's move on. Light heavyweight bout. We got Rafael Tobias coming in at minus 200, taking on Dayar Nurgai, sitting at plus 170. Dayar 10-2 in his professional career. He's 0-2 in the UFC. Tobias making his UFC debut after submission win on the Contender Series. Nurgai back-to-back submission losses, one by Kimura from the bottom and one by Ezekiel choke from guard. I mean, it doesn't get worse than that.
No.
You know? And when we're talking about submissions, those are two submissions you just rarely ever see. Kimura and Ezekiel choke. So if you're getting caught by those, you gotta take a long look in the mirror and say, wow, I might just not be cut out for this. And now I think the UFC is looking at Tobias and being like, well, we don't know that this guy's really that great. He's 22, kind of a padded record, but he got a submission win on the Contender Series. So who could we give him that he could go in there and submit? Well, I think that he could submit higher Nurgai, right? The guy that has no fucking ground game whatsoever. But there's one thing I remember from that Tobias win on the Contender Series, mainly because I had the fight to end by KO. Actually, there's two things. Number one, the guy he fought, Jair de Oliveira, was literally a fat welterweight. I think he was like 5'8", and he was fighting at light heavyweight, and he was like 5-0, 6-0 with no good wins whatsoever. I mean, when I was making my slides for that week of Contender Series, I legitimately could not find a picture of him with his shirt off. That's how little anyone knew about this guy.
Yeah.
So we all thought that he was going to be absolute trash, and he was.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing I remember was he got submitted by rear naked choke, but it was a verbal tap. So he's getting choked with a rear naked choke.
He has enough air to...
But he can talk.
Tap. Yeah.
He can talk while he's getting rear naked choked. What are we doing here, bro? Is this just the fucking level we're at with, like, for one, Contender Series fights, but then also these guys are like getting in the UFC by just beating some absolute nobody? And most of his wins are absolute nobodies as well.
Yeah.
You know, like looking at his records, I mean, the best guy he beat was 12-4, but I'm sure that record was fucking padded too. There's a bunch of 0-0s, 1-2s. I mean, I think 4 of his 6 submissions are against guys that are 0-0. You know? So I don't know that this guy's really that good on the ground.
Right.
But does he have to be that good on the ground to beat Nurgai? Like, does he have to be that good to submit him? Because we all know Nurgai's got that little tick that he has on his, he like stabs himself in the eye with his thumb. And I guess when he goes to the ground, he can't hit the tick. So I think he just wants out. He's got to tap.
I got to fucking, it's like, there you go with his neck.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, dude, get me out of here so I can stab myself in the eye. I mean, I think you got to go Tobias here for the pick, but I mean, I don't think this guy's very good. But he's 22, so I guess he could still be getting better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, young and very padded record. He's fought nobodies. Decent jiu-jitsu. It's not world class, but he seems to be pretty physically strong when he gets it to the ground. Technique still needs a lot of work, but at least he's going to have a strength advantage. And Jair, I think, maybe lacks strength because the 2 submissions he got submitted by his most recently were basically strength moves. A Kimura from bottom is just wrenching your shoulder. And that was from Brenson Ribeiro, who stinks. And then Ezekiel choke is just an immense pressure where there's really only one other guy in the UFC that's ever been able to finish from that. So, I mean, I think it's too easy to say Tobias by submission, but sometimes easy hits, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go Tobias by decision. I don't have much on this fight. I think both guys have proven, or both guys, I don't know if are UFC ready. You got a 22-year-old who is, submitting everybody, but he's submitting everybody who's a nobody. And then you have a guy who, I don't know how he made his way to the UFC, but he's here and he has a 10-2 record, which is wild. I mean, obviously he can go out there and knock him out on the feet pretty quickly because Tobias, I think, is maybe a liability on the feet. But that's remained to be seen. I like Tobias. I like Tobias by submission. Maybe like a TKO on the ground. Obviously, you have to see the lines. You have to play with it. But right now, sitting here on Wednesday night, give me Tobias by submission.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is literally from guard, not even from mount. He's sitting in his guard, Ezekiel choking him.
Yeah.
That's
That
I've
is,
never seen that.
I mean, that is so hard to do.
Like
Someone
I
in the
remember,
chat's like, someone in the chat said, up here, I'll click on it. Wouldn't it make sense that you would get caught in something you don't see often? No, because you see it, you just don't ever get finished by it. There's so many escapes to Ezekiel's in a guard or fucking Kimura from the bottom. I mean, literally, that's like day one shit. And I mean, really, Olenik's the only guy who's ever been able to finish people from that. And that was just clearly this dude giving up. This dude literally, like Hayden said, maybe wanting to stab himself, but he just quit. He gave up. He didn't like the position. He goes, fuck it. You know what I mean? We're not on the feet anymore. We're not in my world. I'm good with this. I think he's got quit in him. I think he's got low level. And I think Tobias, the easiest pick here is for him by submission.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to bet Dyer because, I mean, he showed a lot of promise, like coming off Contender Series. And now he's going up against a guy that I don't think is good. But with that shit of submission defense, like, I just can't trust you, dude. Like, he might get put in a rear naked choke and say tap at this point, you know? So,
yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked.
That's what I'm saying. But he's got that thick ass neck. I commented, dude. He's got that Matty Betts neck, dude. Matty Betts and him are built with that neck. You know, I saw Matty on the Anakin Florian did a phenomenal job on the Anakin Florian, and that dude's got a fucking neck on him.
And he's got
how tall is Matty Betts? Is he a big guy? Is he tall?
No, he's not that tall.
He's not that tall.
No, I don't. He's probably about my height, about 5'10", 5'11".
5', okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think he's taller than me, but yeah, either way.
Yeah, shout out Matty Betts. Good guy.
All right, let's move on. Flyweight bout, Sumudaerji coming in at -240, taking on Jesus Aguilar, sitting at +205. Mr. Sue coming in off of back-to-back wins. Mitch Raposo beat him by split decision and then beat Kevin Borjas by unanimous decision in a fight where he clearly outstruck him. I think he 4 or 5x the amount of significant strikes that Borjas landed in a purely striking match.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus is still getting wins in the UFC, man. I didn't think this guy was going to be good at all. A guy that I've consistently underrated, but he just finds ways to win. He's 4-2 in the UFC. I thought this guy would go 0-3 and get cut. But, you know, wins over Shannon Ross, win over Matheus Mendonça, win over Stuart Nickel, and a win over Luis Garule. He does not have a win in the UFC against a UFC fighter that has a win in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
So all of his wins are against guys that haven't gotten the job done in the octagon. So can you buy into those wins? And do you believe Jesus Aguilar is a live dog here against Sumudaerji?
Yes, absolutely. Sumudaerji, look at the beautiful graphic he made, right? His sub. He's got 1 sub, he's got 6 sub losses. What is Aguilar good at? Taking your fucking neck home, bro. He's got a great guillotine. He's got good Darce chokes. I think Sumudaerji's got to piece this dude up on the feet. If it stays on the feet, I think Sumudaerji is a fucking stud. He's a warrior. But when things get going, he gets tired. He gets choked. Look at the Matty Snell fight, right? He had Matty Snell out there, gets triangle choked, right? You start putting pressure on this guy. You start not going away. Things start happening. And Aguilar does have some crafty shit with his front chokes. The Darce and the guillotine are pretty good. On the feet, I think is a liability. I love that he wears those ankle wraps like all the way up to his goddamn knee because his legs are like this big. So it's really funny for me to watch him fight. He just has to be careful on the feet. Sumudaerji is a tall, long guy for this weight. He's got a fucking 10-inch or 9.5-inch reach advantage over Aguilar, which is wild. Aguilar's going to want to take this fight to the ground. Sumudaerji has an easy path to victory. Just keep the fight on the feet, piece this dude up, you're going to win a fight. It's the scrambling, it's the stuff that's going to happen in between the stand-ups that Sumudaerji could get caught, and especially when the fight goes a little bit later and he gets tired or gets frustrated. That could be a problem. I'm not high on Aguilar. I was with you when he came out the contenders. I'm like, I don't think this guy's all that good. He finds wins though. You know, he finds wins. This will be a huge win for him. But you're hanging plus 205 on me. You're hanging, a guy who wins by submission a lot. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take Aguilar by sub. I mean, he's got fucking 7 subs on his record. I'm going to take him by sub here. I mean, I'm not going to touch money line. I mean, plus 205's tempting. What is him by sub? Let me pull that right in my face here.
I think it's like 400.
400. Okay, so I like that. I like that a whole bunch. Yeah, bet 365. By sub, Aguilar is plus 450. So that's a decent number. I'll play it that way for sure. I can see Sumudaerji go out there and destroying this guy. You know what I mean? He's a big dude for this weight. But I have no problem picking Aguilar and picking him to win by sub. I think that's worth a poke for sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably like the most public play of the week.
Yeah.
As far as prelims go, is Aguilar by sub because it looks so easy, right? Like Sumudaerji's been sub 6 times, but I think the guy's ground game has gotten a little bit better.
Okay, well, he's improving. I mean, he's 30 years old. He's still not really in the prime of his career yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming into this fight with a 9.5-inch reach advantage. I mean, KZ said it, but it's a whole BBC.
It is a whole BBC.
9.5 inches. That's a lot, man. That's a lot of inches.
Lot of inches.
And Aguilar, I mean, I will say this about Aguilar. He's always used to being the shorter,
Right. I mean, being 5'4", you have to be, no matter what weight you fight at. Yeah.
And he usually fights pretty well to like get past that. Very aggressive on the feet. He'll chuck like 3 to 5 wild winging punches just to like close the distance so he can get you up in the clinch and try to take you down. The guy makes so many mistakes, though. It's crazy. But he wants to build that chaos because I think he thrives in it. And if he builds that chaos against Sumudaerji, I mean, things could get interesting, right? But I think Sumudaerji's footwork and length is just going to be too much. I think he probably wins a decision here. But I'm not going to lay minus 240, on a guy that has shown pretty poor submission defense against a guy that does have a dangerous guillotine and has all the grappling upside in the fight as well. But I also could see at times Sumudaerji ending up on top against Aguilar because if he is pulling guillotine on, like, I mean, how is he going to reach his head?
That's what I'm saying. In the chaos, he's going to have to create chaos. He's got.
I mean, Sumudaerji's got to
body lock takedown, right? And you post up and you turn into him to get up. Boom, fucking guillotine. You know what I mean? Yeah. If that's how the fight ends, I want that clip. Me just doing that. I want that replayed at my funeral. Okay, because I just fucking called it to the tits if I did. But that's how I see it happening. Him posting up, get turning right into him into a fucking choke, babe.
If you're Sumudaerji's coach, like, just tell this guy, don't give him your neck, and you win.
Give him your neck. That's all you gotta do. Don't fucking the floor's lava, bro. Don't touch the floor. Don't go piece him up, stuff takedowns, and when it hits the floor, get up, be cautious. Because a lot of guys rush to get up.
Stand your back.
Just
kick the guy off. Just kick him off.
Yeah, just kick him off.
I mean,
don't engage. Don't engage at all.
Give me Sue by decision. I'm taking Jesus in a spread bet. There you go. I mean, I don't really see Sumudaerji finishing him. Because
plus 250 for Sumudaerji knockout.
I don't like that. What's the decision on him?
You got it.
I had it written down.
Decision is plus 115.
Oh,
yeah. So not
I guess it's great. Yeah. Well, I see plus 123, but still not that great. I mean, I think I think it's okay. I think it's about where I would price it, but yeah, let's move on. Another flyweight bout. We got Cody Durden coming in at plus 125, the first of the 3 Codys we'll be talking about on the prelims, taking on Naim Jargal Tumendemberal, sitting at minus 145. Naim Jargal comes in 9-1 in his professional record, 1-1 in the UFC, lost his UFC debut to Carlos Fernandez by split decision, then takes on Terrence Saturn in a road to UFC bout that is officially under the UFC record, and he gets a round 1 submission victory. Cody Durden, 1-4 in his last 5. He's 34. He'll be 35 this month, and he's a guy that has not had a lot of success recently, but has clearly fought at a much higher level of competition. Before we break this down, I got to give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Naim Jargal Tumendemberal, a fighter on 3-punch combo. Was extremely excited to see this guy when he joined up. I said, wow. I mean, we are just cooking here. I mean, there he is with the $15 million man, Conor Benn. I mean, he looks like, I mean, I love this guy. I absolutely love this guy. What happened?
And Russ told me that, a lot of with 3PC's building, so we reach out to fighters, wherever. This dude just hopped on. He saw it, was like, I want to be part of that. This wasn't something that we approached him, obviously. We would have, but he decided to go, hey, I saw this Instagram ad. I'm a pro fighter. Let me hop on. I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah, gotta love it. So if you want to, ask Naim Jargle anything or, see if he's been pretty active in there.
Yeah.
Since he's joined. So if he's wanting to be on there, I'm sure he's going to be active, but one of the many fighters on 3-Punch Convo, and we will show our support. I'm taking him. Yeah. I'm taking Naim Jargle, bro.
Nice.
I think this guy runs through Cody Durden. All right.
Yeah.
I know Cody Durden's, been there and done that, fought the better level of competition. But Naim Jargle's the one that needs to make a statement here. He needs to make a name for himself. Cody Durden could absolutely take this guy down, right? His takedown defense hasn't really looked that great in his career, but we got to remember this guy's 27. He's young in his professional career. That wrestling is only going to get better. And the thing that he has on his side is his submission game is pretty dang good.
Pretty dang good.
His nickname is Art of the Knockout, but he's got 6 submission wins, only 2 knockouts. But the guy is dangerous on the feet. I think he's going to hurt Cody at some point in this fight and finish him off. Cody's getting up there in age, taking a lot of damage. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, back-to-back losses by finish, been finished 7 times in his professional career. And I think he's been finished in every single UFC loss outside of the Joshua Van fight, if I'm correct. Yeah, every single fight he's lost in the UFC was by finish outside of Joshua Van, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But you mean Naim Jargle to get it done here by finish, makes a statement. And Cody Durden, they'll keep him around because he's a fun fighter. I just think about it this way, right? If Cody Durden goes in there to just wrestle him, could he win? Maybe, right? Like that's probably his best path. Wrestle. But what does he have to gain from doing that? The UFC's not going to like that. And I think Cody's like getting to the point where he wants to be a company man, put on fun fights, step in there on short notice, like he's done a couple times, and get paychecks.
Yeah.
Naim Jargle's not gonna let him do that. He's gonna go in there, he's gonna finish him. Give me Naim Jargle to get it done. What do you think here, BP?
Yeah, I always get asked questions like, oh, these Russian dudes are real scary. These Dagestanian dudes are skiing. Dudes from, I know Naim Jargle, he is,
whoa. You try to slip that in.
Naim Jargle. Is that how you say it? Naim Jargle?
Naim Jargle?
Naim Jargle. There it is. Yeah, I try to say it fast by it. Naim Jargle. I know he's 125 pounders, but
say the last name. Say the last name.
Tumendemberal. That nailed it. These dudes from Mongolia are different cats, dude. They're scary, right?
Oh yeah.
Every picture this guy has outside of like regular clothes, and he's in like that warrior motif. He's got fucking falcons flying on his arm and shit. Like this dude is the real life warrior. Like you're gonna have to fucking kill him in there. We're truly gonna have to do that. And I wonder if Cody Durden knows that, because Cody Durden is a company man. He likes to fucking go out there and scrap. There's fights where he's winning and his chin gives up on him. His chin's not the best, but he goes out there and he throws down. I don't think that's the best thing here to do. I think he can get clipped. I think he can get submitted. He's been submitted before. I'm going with my 3PC brother on this. I'm going with submission at plus 350, I believe, on Bet365 right now. Book it and thank me later. And then I'm going to shout him out Saturday night on 3punchcombo.com. And hopefully when I meet this gentleman in person, we could have a beautiful eagle or falcon come on and we could take the sickest picture that's ever existed. I'll wear this shirt because everyone fucking likes it. He'll wear his cool outfit and we'll take over the internet with a fucking awesome picture. No, I think this kid's really good. I think they did him kind of weird when and I don't know if it was a visa issue, but they threw him on the road to UFC card again when he was an active UFC fighter already. It was, I'm not really sure why they did that. Maybe he's got a huge following in China. So they're like, hey, we're just going to put this dude How old is Brian? Appreciate that voice is deep. 39, brother. 39. My girlfriend says it looks like you're wearing Minecraft jammies.
Kind of.
That's a good move, Minecraft, by the way. I've never played the video game, but Jack Black kills it. Anyway, give me my 3PC, brother. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name again and disrespect him. But I promise you, if he wins this and we have a 3PC meetup later in the year, whatever, I will learn his name and I will get a picture with him. I don't ask for pictures with anybody. I've never asked for a picture of any fighter I've ever met, ever. Never once. I've never asked for an autograph or a picture. I'll ask for this dude for a picture, and hopefully there's a falcon or a bird nearby, and we can get a fucking dope photo.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or maybe we just fly over to Mongolia.
Yeah, I don't think I do well in Mongolia, but yeah, let's do it. I've never left the country. Fuck it. No, that's not true. I've been to Canada, but yeah, let's fucking do it.
We could ride horses with them and chase falcons. It'd be sick.
Eat whatever the fuck they eat over there.
Yeah, well, like goats and sheep. What do they have?
No, I'm such a picky eater. I won't. That's one of the reasons why I don't. One of the numerous reasons why I don't travel. But I don't like. I would love to go to Japan. Japan's like my number one country I would love to go to. And I just be like, what would I eat? I don't eat anything they have over there.
What do you eat? Just like hot dogs?
No, I don't like hot dogs.
You don't like hot dogs?
Don't like hot dogs.
You eat chicken nuggets?
Don't like. Well, I don't. I eat chicken, but I don't eat chicken nuggets. No, I usually have like the same thing every week throughout the meals. I make a chicken dish that I make for the kids. We like it. It's basically just baked chicken with some breadcrumbs and rice. Yum. Maybe a little bit of green beans on the side. You know, I like a good burger, obviously. Yeah. The chat's going to kill me here, but I don't fucking like, I don't like steak. I think that's a big one that people give me shit on. Yeah, I don't like steak. What? Yeah, I'm more of a poultry guy. Chicken, turkey. Don't like ham. I think we talked about that. Yeah, crazy. I know. Yeah, bro, definitely likes chicken nuggets. I mean, I like chicken, but I don't like. I know you see the weight, you see the size. I'm not the picture. 100%, bro. I don't like a lot of sauces. Right? I don't eat a ton of sauces. I don't like mayonnaise. Fuck out of here with mayonnaise. Yeah. Cincinnati chili or any, right. So I that's 100% true. Cincinnati chili is my favorite food. Any kind of chili. I make the best chili in the world. Not Cincinnati based, it's more of a Texas style chili. But Cincinnati chili is my favorite food in the entire world, and it's not that healthy. No, I'm surprisingly picky. It shocks people.
Like for dessert, you just go like vanilla ice cream or something.
I don't like ice cream.
What do you like for dessert?
So if I have a sweet, I don't like a ton of sweet, but if I have a sweet, I'm more of like a candy guy. I'll take like some Starburst or something. Yeah. But I don't like, my wife and my kids love everything pastries. Like, we have some great bakeries in Cincinnati. We have some of the best ice cream in the world at Grader's. Shout out Grader's if you know Grader's. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's not like if someone puts ice cream in front of me, I'd be like, I'm not going to have it. But I don't.
Sure.
I know. It's crazy, dude. I don't like, I mean, it's not like I hate it, right? It's not like I feel about the way I feel about mayonnaise. But yeah, I don't fucking with it that much. I don't like cake. I don't like icing. Like, if you had to put a pastry in front of me, if I had to pick a pastry in front of me, it'd be a brownie. And it would have to be a cake brownie and not a fudge brownie. There's a difference. Yeah. I won't eat fudge. It has to be cake. So like my wife, whenever it's my birthday, she's like, what do you want to make? You know, she's a baker. She bakes stuff. She makes her own sourdough. She's really good at making cakes and stuff for the girls. What do you want me to make you for your? And I'm just like, pack Airheads? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm weird. I'm a weird, trust me, it's a full-on problem because my wife loves everything. Like, we go to the beach I just booked my vacation, and we go to all these seafood restaurants, and my wife's like, this is incredible. And I'm sitting there with a fucking bland ass piece of chicken, like, oh yeah, this is pretty good.
God, that's crazy, dude. How do you live?
Weird. It's weird. I wish, dude, it's so funny. I wish I liked more stuff. And since I've been with my wife, we've been together 10 plus years now. I've tried way more things than I ever have in my life. And the only thing I've come around on that I didn't like, that I've changed my mind on, is pickles.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the only thing. Pickles. It's the only one I've changed my mind on. I used to not like them. Now if they get put on my sandwich, big deal. Whatever. We'll move on. But yeah.
Wow.
It's funny because people see the sides of me, you know. Oh, that fat guy. This guy eats everything. He's a garbage disposal. He probably no, dude. I'm so picky, and I hate it about myself. There's one thing I could change about myself would be how picky I am. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Jive, your boy Charlie gets lighted up volume of punches. 3rd round TKO stoppage. I don't know if Charlie's my boy, you know, but.
Didn't you order ahead off of Full Violence? Did that ever come in?
No, they said it would take like 6 months because
holy shit, really?
Yeah, they have to make them.
Here we go. My guy knows right here. Shout out Cincinnati Skyline. There we go. My guy knows right there. Hey, do you ever come to Cincinnati, brother? You got. I'll show you some good chili if you like chili. You probably have you ever had Cincinnati style chili before?
No.
So it's way different than regular chili. So you might not like it. Some people don't like it. Some people hate it. Some people like it. Obviously, I love it. So
see, I'm the opposite. I'll eat anything, man.
I wish I was like you, bro.
Pretty open to like anything. Especially, I shit on people when they're like picky eaters. So
yeah, shit. I deserve it. I listen. Hand up,
dude. One of my go ahead.
I've been to so many cookouts, and like my really good friend's dad built his own smoker, right? And he's smoking brisket and steaks and just everything you want. He also has burgers too, homemade burgers or whatever. And he's making them all medium well. Some are rare. And I go up and was like, hey, can you make mine well done? And he goes, what? I was like, yeah, can you get my burger well done? He goes, you sure? He's like, that's like a hockey puck. I'm like, yeah. Just get me mine well done. I had to like whisper it to him because I was embarrassed, bro.
Yeah.
It's tough.
One of my biggest pet peeves is when people like will order something at a restaurant or even at like a fast food and they'll be like, just meat and cheese, or like take the lettuce off, or no, like take the mayonnaise off. It's like, dude, why the fuck are you ordering it then? Like I want it to be exactly how they wanted it to be.
Sure.
So
I can't, bro. I can't. I do.
It's crazy.
Lettuce is fine. I'll say no mayonnaise. People in the chat are getting upset. Let's move on. I'll eat lettuce, but no mayonnaise.
All right, moving on from the food talk. We got a bantamweight bout here. Alberto Montes. Or is this bantamweight or is this featherweight?
This is featherweight. Yeah, Tertius.
Yeah, it is featherweight.
But I mean, I think he went up for this weight.
Yeah, Tertius going up.
Got canceled.
Featherweight bout. We got Alberto Montes coming in at -185, taking on Ricky Tercios. Sit at +160. Tercios was supposed to fight on the first card of the year against Cameron Smotherman, and Smotherman face planted at the weigh-in. So now he is coming back 5 or 6 weeks later to take on the debuting Alberto Montes, who got a win on the Contender Series, not last year, but the year before that, round 2 Anaconda choke. And this guy is an Anaconda / Garce choke specialist. 6 wins by submission, coming in here, 31 years of age, making his debut. And he is the guy that is the true featherweight. Tercios moving up. Interesting fight here. Let's hit this
super donation. Chat. I love it. Yeah.
$4.99 from Deep Dive Medea. This is for BP. Get a tub of mayo, my treat.
I'll do it, brother. I'll give it to the wife and the kids, man. But yeah, I appreciate that.
You gotta awesome. Eat it, man. You gotta eat it on stream.
Oh, dude.
That's the next shoey bet. All right. That's the next
dude, I'll throw up, dude.
You gotta take a spoonful of mayonnaise and just down it.
I'll never make that bet. I can't, dude. I can't. My mom, well, let's not go back down this whole fucking road. This fight right here, Montes again. This dude can fucking grab necks. Last 3 fights, Anaconda darts. This dude is slick with the neck. Ricky Tercios, what does he like to do? Moves a lot. He's spastic, right? He throws a lot of hands. But his gift, or how he wants to win, is to take you down. Look at the decisions. 8 wins by decision. He's not a finisher. He wants to put a pace on. He wants to take you down over and over, rinse and repeat. I just think he's going to get caught up here. I think he's going to get caught in something. He's been submitted before. Rosas Jr. got him by rear naked choke a while ago. I think Montes, we haven't seen him in a while, though, but a lot of his wins are by submission. And I think this dude's front chokes are absolute nasty. Tercios taking this fight on... supposed to fight another guy, then he jumped up to this fight. So I'm sure in the meantime, he has been training defense on his neck. But sometimes when you're a wrestler, though, bro, all that training can go out the window when you get a hold of your neck. And when someone's got a good squeeze and a good technique, it's a problem. Clearly, Montez does. I mean, it's low level competition, but I've seen the footage and it looks pretty fucking slick the way he does it. It obviously looks pretty high level. Yeah, I like him at this spot here. Montez at -185. It's hard to get to -185. That's usually kind of my sweet spot of putting guys out or doing money line bets with them. But he's so new. He hasn't been around a lot. He doesn't have the UFC experience. Not really to put a lot of shekels on him right now. I am going to bet him by submission, which I believe, I don't have it pulled up right here. By submission is, clicked on the wrong one. By submission, clicked on the wrong one. First day on the computer, boys. Sorry. By submission is +280, which is a better number than I thought.
Yep.
I like Montez, +280 submission only. Let ride.
Yeah, I think Montez should be able to get it done. Tercios doesn't really do much, man. He's just kind of there, kind of there existing. And I think as long as Montez doesn't gas out, I think he should probably win. He was supposed to fight on the Miami card last year, but he broke his ribs, I believe. And then, I had to pull out of that fight. Didn't have another fight scheduled. But apparently this guy can't get out of the gym. He's just always in the gym at the goat shed. So I'm assuming he's going to be making some improvements since the last time we saw him, which was October of 2024. And he used to fight at bantamweight, and that was the only time he lost. He got knocked out. But if you watch those fights, he looks fucking like anorexic, like low key. He looks super thin. He looks much better at 145. So I think he should be able to get this one done. Tercios makes one mistake, gonna lock up that anaconda, and he could probably get another one here. But it might be a decision. Maybe Tercios just doesn't even engage in the grappling because it's not really like Montez is a guy that's going to go out there and take you down. It's usually defending those grappling sequences where he catches you. So give me Montez to get it done, but not really a fight that I'm going to be super invested in. Let's move it on. Middleweight bout here. We got Cody Brundage back in action after the loss against Cam Ralston at UFC 325. Back-to-back numbered events for Cody Brundage. Look at that. Look at that man go. He comes in as a +460 dog, taking on Dante Johnson, sitting at -650. Dante 7-0 in his professional career. Won his UFC debut against Cedriques Dumas by submission, his first submission win. Other than that, it's all knockouts, 6-0 to the knockout, and all round one knockouts. This guy just started his professional career in 2024, August of 2024. So it hasn't even been 2 years since he's been a professional. So clearly the experience is on the Cody Brundage side, the man with 13 UFC fights that has been facing a much higher level of competition. And yet the books are saying, we don't care. We think Dante Johnson's going to run through him. And Dante Johnson was my ex-teammate.
Yeah, bub.
University of Minnesota Duluth, which only lasted about 5 months because I was only there for a semester, but it was a football season. And Dante Johnson was one guy. There's a lot of people on a football team, like 100+ people. But I remember Dante Johnson very vividly because he was one of the guys that stood out. I think he's only a year older than me. So he was a sophomore when I was there as a freshman. And he was a starter. He was one of the better players on the defense. He was a defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman, at 5'8", and he was much bigger then. So he lost a lot of weight. And if you look at his earlier fights, in his career, he was a tubby guy. So I think after he was done with football, he wanted to stick to competing in something. And I think MMA, he found a love for that. And then he got his fitness down, and now he's down at 185. And he says he could maybe go down to 170 as well. Yeah. Very good athlete and a born fighter. I can tell you that. This guy he would get in fights at practice. I'm not even joking. Like that team, there was a lot of fighting going on at practice between a lot of people. And Dante was always down to push some people around. But a very nice dude. He's just got a lot of fire in him. And I think that'll suit him well in the fight game. But I think Dante Johnson absolutely rolls through him because if Cody Brundage takes a punch from this guy, I don't think he's going to want to stay in there. I don't think Cody's even going to want to strike with this guy. I feel like Cody's going to go out there and try to wrestle him from the jump. And I don't know that he's going to be able to have a lot of success with that because Dante's a very good athlete. He was a wrestler in high school as well. So I think he should be able to deal with the wrestling from Cody and ultimately end up getting a TKO victory once Cody can't hold him down on the ground, can't really finish him. And then we know what happens after Cody gets into round 2. You know, he starts to take the door. I think that's probably what happens. It's going to be Dante Johnson by knockout in his second UFC fight. Gets another dub. What do you think?
Nice. Yeah, I mean, Dante Johnson, I mean, first off, how does Cody Brennan still have a job in the UFC? I just saw I saw Dumas, excuse me. He just booked another fight in the UFC. It's like, what is happening, right?
I'll tell you this,
Cody's.
I'll tell you this.
What?
I'll cut you off right now.
Yeah.
Cody Brundage is a smart dude. Okay. There's no reason he should have a job in the UFC because he's not that good of a fighter.
Yeah.
But he's a company man that will take whatever fight they give him.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if the guy is Mansour Abdul Malik. It doesn't matter if it's Bo Nickel. It doesn't matter if it's Cedriquez Dumas. It doesn't matter if it's Eric McConico. He will show up to fight.
And it doesn't matter if the strike's illegal or not. He's going to say it is and take it the walk. The number on Dante John, I know this is your guy. The number on him is high, right? Because we haven't seen enough of him. He's freakishly athletic. I've watched his pro debuts and fight now. It's only been 7 fights. He was very chubby starting off, and then now he's obviously getting down there. He's fighting at 185. He's a 170 fighter. He's not a 185 fighter. Reminds me a lot of my old teammate, Dom Steele, who fought his entire amateur career in a couple of his first pro fights at heavyweight. Tub dude. Made it to the UFC at 170, ripped the shit, right? Got his life together, former football player as well. So similar to Dante Johnson. However, Dante, freakishly athletic, has the power. Cody Brundage does a weird thing where he's really hard to get a beat on when you're on the feet. He goes against the cage and he sees a lot of stuff coming and he collides with you. That's why the headbutt stuff happens a lot with him because it's really weird. He does have some good vision. He can move, but he backs against the cage. Either he shoots or he collides with you, and it's hard to get off on him. And Dante Johnson is a green fighter, does have a lot of power. I'm wondering if that might be an issue for him here. Minus 650 isn't a very high number. I'm gonna rock with you. I'll take Dante Johnson. I'll take him by knockout. I'm never gonna pick Cody Brundage unless he's fighting. You know, it could even be Dumas because he lost to Dumas. So I'm not picking Cody Brundage in many fights. So let's put it that way. Give me Dante Johnson. I'm just afraid of the line. I wish it was a little bit lower because he's very green. 7-0, only been in MMA for 2 years. Freakily athletic though, and looking to be improving. He wouldn't be fighting as often, if he wasn't putting the work in the gym. And so I believe in the athleticism and the toughness that he has, and he obviously has God-given power. So give me Dante Johnson.
Agree. Boys, we got over 375 people in the live stream, and we don't even have 50 likes.
What?
Right? We got to get these likes up right now, ASAP. Boys, hit the like button for us. Hype the video up as well. And subscribe to the channels if you're not already. I'm almost at 30,000 subscribers. I mean, if we get to 30K before the pay-per-view week.
30K, a little bit of a giveaway. Huh? How about that?
Giveaway.
30K giveaway.
You know, my plan was to do like something really big, like a big giveaway once we hit 30K.
Okay.
But how much money I've lost in February,
sure,
I don't know that I can do that financially.
Sure. Financially, it's tough.
Financially, I've lost a lot of money in February, and I have a baby to pay for in a few months.
Absolutely.
So probably can't do that. But once we get hot, that's when I start to get a little bit more giving. All right. So we'll hit the 30K, and then maybe for 35K, we do something big. But I appreciate y'all for the support.
I will say this. I'm not on a hot streak by any means with gambling either. I just paid a ton of money for heat pump, just booked my family vacation. So the money is, I'm just a simple man. I'm a fucking, middle class, whatever, But when Hayden hits 30K, I'm going to give away something pretty cool. I have an idea. I'm not going to spoil it, but we'll do some kind of a contest or something like that. I'm gonna give it away on my own dime. I'll ship it to you because I know a guy that works in the shipping world, so you'll get it shipped to you properly, and we're gonna do something. So let's go. But hit that fucking like button. Let's get my guy to 30K.
Yeah, I still want to do something for 30K. I just can't be that big. I I was really trying to do like something big for 30K, but those plans are probably going to be put on ice.
Start an OnlyFans, dude. 30K. Yeah. Hayden OnlyFans.
Baby number 2 is on the way, Jacob Healy. It is. The seed
is. Congratulations.
Yep, the seed has been planted. We have a boy coming in. So the first one was Project Nunez.
Yeah.
This next one's going to be Project Taporia.
Nice. Okay. Takes a man to make a man.
That's right.
Takes a man to make a man. That's why right. I have 2 children and they're both girls.
All right, let's move on. Bantamweight bout, we got Cody Garbrandt coming in at plus 140, taking on Long Xiao, sit at minus 160. Long Xiao, 1-2 in the UFC. He's 27 years of age, but he has 37 professional MMA fights.
Insane.
Cody Garbrandt, only 21 professional MMA fights. He's 34 years of age, 2-3 in his last 5, coming off losses to Davison Figueiredo and Ione Barcelos. I mean, I've been hearing it all week, BP. Cody Garbrandt plus money.
Yeah.
It's got to happen, right? It's got to happen. It's got to happen. You got to be playing Cody Garbrandt at plus money against a guy that's 1-2 in the UFC.
So
it seems too good to be true, right?
100%. Cody's my guy, right? I don't know Cody personally. He's an Ohio boy, but he's from Northern Ohio. One of my all-time favorite performances ever is him versus Dominic Cruz. I've never seen a fighter on such flow state and comfortable in the octagon with that power, with the movement against I wouldn't say like in prime Dominic Cruz, but it definitely wasn't washed Dominic Cruz. It was still a competitive Dom Cruz, and that performance was unbelievable. Round 1 against TJ Dillashaw in their first fight was incredible, and then he just fell apart, right? Chin obviously is an issue for Cody. It always has been. I think seeing shots are an issue with Cody, and I think just obviously mental discipline in the because he has all the skills. He's incredibly fast. He used to have some really decent takedown defense and some good wrestling. That got exposed against Figueiredo. So I saw the embeddeds. I saw a couple things with him. He's back. He's like, dude, I'm back. I don't give a fuck. I went back to my roots, back to not caring. I went back to my roots and not caring. I went back to wrestling.
How many times have we heard that?
Hey, listen, but he's got a mustache now, dude. There ain't no beard. It's a stash, right? Oh. And he's like, I'm ready for this, right? And this is a fight where on paper, Cody should win, right? Long Xiao, decent grappler. He likes to bang. He's got a great chin. I mean, look at the square jaw on the young man. He's got a great chin. He can take a pretty good shot. He's into some exciting fights. He also can deliver a pretty good shot as well. His right hand's pretty good. Wouldn't say it's worldly power, but when you're fighting Cody, you don't really need that next world power. You just need to touch him. So that obviously scares me. Anytime you get a Cody Garbrandt fight, it scares me because he has potential of getting knocked out. But he also has a potential of just styling on you and just looking phenomenal. We haven't seen that in goddamn years. Plus 140, Cody Garbrandt's the play here. I think he'll win by decision. I think he'll use his footwork. I think he'll stay away. I think he'll piece up Long Xiao. I would love to see a vintage Cody Garbrandt knockout. Haven't seen one of those in a long fucking time. I think Brian Kellner was the last time he knocked someone out. Give me Cody Garbrandt, plus 140. I like the money line. He should win this fight, but just like all Cody Garbrandt's fights, he should win, then he gets clipped. And then we're sitting here sad in our hands here. But yeah, I like Cody Garbrandt. Give me my Ohio guy. I saw Trent in the fucking chat. OHIO, baby. Cody Garbrandt, let go.
Yeah, I can't do Cody, man. I really can't do it. See, the upside of me, not being a fan when Cody was on his run, or like when he was, beating up Dom Cruz is, I don't have an attachment to this guy, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never really thought he was all that great because I didn't really start watching until he wasn't really that great.
Right. So you never get to see him. Yeah. His lead up to Cruz was pretty special. His Cruz fight was special. I will say this. I've met Cody several times, just briefly met him. I don't know him anyway. But I met him in Columbus. And I'm a big smells guy. People are learning a lot about me tonight. I own you should see my shower routine. Big smell guy. I don't want to be the fat guy that stinks, right? That's never me. Like, I want to smell good. Cody Garbrandt, when I met him, that dude was the best smelling dude I've ever smelled in my life. No
really?
That dude smelled so in Columbus. That dude smelled good, right? And good looking cat, you little guy, but good looking dude. Yeah. With a fucking banging chick, and he smelled amazing. And if I knew him personally, I'd be like, "What are you wearing, my guy?"
Did you see him at the UFC event?
Yeah, Columbus, the Columbus one. So
Yeah, I was there.
You were at Columbus?
That was my first ever UFC event.
Really? Yeah, I was there too. I sat, dude, we had the sickest seats. It was my wife and I, and it was just 2 seats. And and this was happenstance. We were right next to where all the fighters walked out. And that's where all the celebrities were. When they sat cage side, they went back that way to get like the VIP shit. So like Joe Burrow was there, Cody was there.
Yeah, I was in the same area.
Yeah, I was right fucking there, bro. Yeah,
so was I.
Yeah, that's the first. I don't think I knew you. That's the first event I met John Anik.
Same here.
Yeah, that's the first event John and I got our picture together. Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm dead ass.
Yeah, John came over with the lovely, beautiful Heidi Dean. She worked for the UFC as well. They came over. The first time I met John, I had just done the Anik and Florian. It wasn't my job yet. James Krause was still doing it, and I was just kind of filling in for him. But yeah, I sat right there. John came over. We talked. Heidi introduced me to Cody. I tried to get her to introduce me to Joe Burrow. That didn't happen. But yeah, dude, it was awesome. Yeah, that's so funny.
Were you on the floor or were you in the
floor?
So was I.
Yeah, dude, that's so crazy. What is happening?
I'm trying to pull up a picture of this.
It was in March too.
Yeah, March.
It was probably about 4 or 5 years ago this month. I'm trying to find it too. That's so funny, dude. You were there, yeah.
That's wild. I mean, we were probably sitting like next.
We probably saw each other numerous times. Yeah, those are like the fucking sickest seats I've ever got. Yeah, here we go. There's me and J.A. at the event.
I'm about to fucking pull up my picture with John.
That was March 27th, 2022. And I wrote, UFC Columbus was amazing. Crowd was loud. And I got to meet my guy, Anik. Great weekend.
2022.
Yeah, because right behind John in that picture is where they were walking out. So I was like right fucking there.
Same. Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, dude. We probably
Same night.
We probably saw each other numerous times and just. Were you doing your show at that point? Were you doing this?
No, I don't think I was.
Okay,
so yeah. Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, right? Yeah.
I got Nux from Joe Burrow, bro.
You got Nux, right. I told Heidi came over to me and was like, hey, do you want anything from the VIP or whatever? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like I was drinking like a fucking Coke or whatever. My wife was having some nachos. She came over and brought us like a ton of fucking snacks. She's like, hey, do you want to meet? You know, I got Matt Brown back there. And I had met Matt Brown already. She's like, oh, no. You want to meet Cody Garbrandt? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I met Cody briefly. Hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Walks away. And then fucking, I see Joe Burrow walk late. He came a little late with his chick. And I'm like, Heidi, I need to meet Joe. And unfortunately, it happened. But yeah.
That's wild. Well,
that's so funny.
Yeah, I saw Cody there as well. Didn't get to smell him, but you know, I'm sure he probably did smell good.
Amazing.
I've never been a Cody guy. I mean, his only 2 wins in the last 5 years are against Trevin Jones, who is currently 1-7 in his last 8 fights.
Yeah.
And Brian Kelleher, who is 0-4 in his last 4 fights and has
might be retired. I'm good. I'm actually buddies with Brian Kelleher. He was helping me set up some mats in my house. He had a mat guy that he helped me with. He might be retired, actually, Brian Kelleher.
Yeah, I think he might be as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I just can't do it. Cody doesn't throw anything. He's super low volume. I think he's probably knockout or bust. Like if you're expecting Cody to win a decision here, I'd be shocked.
What is Cody by decision?
Unless like the fix is in. But
the fix is in. I always love a good fix, bro.
At the same time, though, dude, I mean, they're probably paying Cody a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And I'm sure they would much rather Long Zhao get that decision.
For sure. So Cody Garbrandt by decision plus 280, by knockout plus 350, and just for shits and giggles by submission 1800. He's gonna take that neck home, bro.
I think Long's gonna win by just being more active.
Yeah.
You know, because Barcelos didn't do anything special against Cody. He was just a little bit more active. I mean, Cody's just so gun shy, scared to get hit.
Scared to get hit. His counters used to be money, but now they're. I mean, because when you're a counter fighter, you got to be willing to take one and give one, and he is scared to take one, and he can't really give one, and he's got the reflexes and he's got the speed still. It's just again between his ears. So hopefully he can get over that shit, and we get a great performance out of him.
I'm gonna say Xiao gets a KO.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Xiao by KO plus 500. That's way higher than I thought. That's actually a good number.
I'm gonna say he gets a KO.
Man, all right, I'm writing that down.
Denzel. Hey, Josh, sometimes I got to go to the Hard Rock in Tampa. If I see you, I'm going to walk up and introduce myself. Go ahead.
Of course.
Yeah, I got to get down to Tampa at the Hard Rock. You know, I got free rooms there. They've been trying to get me back.
They've been getting my guy back.
Ever since they
trying to get him back.
Try to get me back. Don't sleep on Cody Hayjob, but you're right. He's getting the KO for the win. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to play him KO. Play him KO early. Because, I mean, I don't really think his cardios look good either.
No,
I know he's back to his roots, but
he's back. He's back to not giving a fuck. He's back to wrestling and boxing, bro.
Father time has come for Cody. Give me Xiao to get it done. All right, before we go to the main card, we got to announce this week's contest, and it is going to be exactly what it was for UFC Houston this week. Put your picks in on 3-punch convo, and if you pick a perfect card, all 13 fights correct, you win $1,000. Nobody was able to do it at UFC Houston, mainly because
close. I think I was close.
Yadier Del Val screwed the pooch pretty early on in the prelims, and I don't think anyone picked against him. So this week, there's a lot of pretty competitively lined fights. So it'd be very impressive if anyone is able to do it. But if you do, you're gonna win $1,000. What do you say? Let's check out the rankings for the fight picks.
I'm probably number one. I probably beat Luna. Damn, Luna.
Luna's still up.
number one.
Still number one. Still top of the leaderboard. Shout out to Luna.
God, D.
On a heater. 48-15.
That's a great record. 13
units.
It almost like he knows what's gonna happen. This dude just
night of the round win streak. 7-0. 7-0 last week for night of the round.
He must have just joined. Shout out night of the round tree being a new member. All right, let's see if I'm in the top 200 because they cap it at 200, right?
Yeah, I think so. Fatima Klein
still in the top 60.
Pretty good.
Stud picker.
Ding Bet. Shout out Ding.
Ding Bets. Cody Merrill's on there. Okay, shout out Cody. 9-5.
John Pork. Shout out John Pork.
John Pork. We're always shouting out John Pork. All right, now we're starting to get the negative. Me Machines. Steve Garcia, pro fighter.
Shout out Russ.
Russ still there. Little bit of a loss there. Oh boy, we're getting down to the weeds now. Trinidad's falling off though. Trin, I love you, buddy, but you were like top 5. He's had a couple rough weeks, Trini.
Couple rough ones.
Shit, we're getting down there pretty
fast.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Come on.
Nope.
Silly good. Fuck
PT's out of the top 200.
Damn it.
Welcome in. Outside
Silly
of the
Gilly Goose MMA show. He's in the chat right now. He's 195. Way to be in that top 200, bro. That's just what we got to do.
Probably because we got more picks than a lot of these guys.
Yeah, I pick every fight, bros. I pick everyone.
I mean, a lot of people haven't been in there that long, so
that's true.
They probably just picked last week's card, but yeah, we
love the new people. The more the merrier.
Merrier. The more competition.
So for Fatima Klein, as far as pro MMA fighters are making picks, she is the best right now.
I think she's cherry picking a little bit though.
All right. Well, she's not a capper, so we'll give her the pass. But
she's cherry picking. I mean, come on.
Okay, but my boy, I saw my boy Timbo up there too.
I mean, last week, let's see who had that's that one. Who had the best picks last week?
I figured he's on a 7-fight win streak.
Yeah.
Heath 526. That dude's been he's been a stud for a while. Vaughn's in there. Fatima Klein's in there.
I know.
Okay. Hey, Jives up. Hey.
Oh,
nah, I'm right there. I'm close. What I went 7-6. Is that what that says?
7-6, barely 500. I mean, I'm 9-4. I mean, I'm still in the UFC at 9-4. I think you're getting cut at 7-6.
I'm getting cut at 7-6. What if I brought like a big personality and like I just didn't give a fuck, right?
I mean,
I did shoeys. I did shoeys.
Yeah, true.
And I'm a heavyweight, dude. They wouldn't cut me. There's no way getting cut at heavyweight.
Shout out to everybody making their picks. Go ahead and get your picks in 3punchconvo.com. There's a link down in the description below. Follow them on Instagram at 3punchconvo. Get your picks in. If you pick a perfect card, you could win $1,000 on UFC 326. Shout out to everyone that's in there right now. Got a lot of good stuff going on there and always improving it as well.
In chat, there's no other site in the MMA community that is going to give you 1,000 untaxed dollars for free because you picked a perfect card with risking no money. That's what we're doing at 3PC, baby. I fucking love it so much. I love the community. The chat's full of people. We're gaining more traction. We're gaining more people. Hayden and I did some promo videos for our show. It's sponsored by 3PC, and those are going to come out soon. And hopefully you guys will enjoy those. So hopefully you guys see those. If you're still on Instagram, you're like, wait, what the fuck is this? Is this a commercial for the BigJive Show? You're goddamn right it is, okay? So I'm excited for everything for the future, baby. I couldn't be more excited. Been doing this for a long time, and my excitement levels are through the roof. So I'm excited.
Denzel, how do you enter? 3punchconvo.com. There's a link down in the description. You sign up. You can use code BigJive for a free month, or you can just sign up for free. Get your picks in, and that's all you got to do.
That's it. Easy.
So catch. No catch.
Easy, babe.
No catch. I could smell the beer on my rug, and it's kind of pissing me off.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I did mine, it bothered me forever. As a smell guy, bothered me forever.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wash that after we get done here, but let's move on to the main card.
Hobo Cop.
To start us off, we got Gregory Hobo Cop Rodriguez coming in at -200, taking on Bruno the Hulk Ferreira, sitting at +170. Bruno won the first fight. This is a rematch. Bruno knocked him out in the first round. That was Bruno Ferreira's UFC debut. Where RoboCop went in there as a big favorite and got chinned. Got absolutely flatlined. Like we had seen RoboCop get flatlined a couple times before that. But since then, RoboCop has been the guy that has fought a much better level of competition, especially recently. Wins over Roman Kopylov, win over Jack Hermanson, a win over Christian Leroy Duncan, win over Brad Tavares, and one loss to Jared Cannonier. On the other side, Bruno Ferreira did suffer a loss to Nursultan Ruzaboyev after that Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez win, where he got knocked out in the first round. But then he has a KO win in the first round against Phil Hawes and Dustin Solstice, a loss by round 3 submission to Abus Magomedov. Then he's got back-to-back submissions by armbar against Petrosian and Jackson McVeigh, and most recently won his first ever decision against Marvin the Blockhead Vettori, where he missed weight. He missed weight by 3 pounds, still fought, but he got it done by decision there. It's a very intriguing matchup. Always love a rematch, and always love a rematch where the underdog got it done by knockout, and then we get to come around this time and see, was it a fluke? Or can he do it again? What do you think, BP?
Yeah, so I rarely reference this or going to say this in a lot of my breakdowns, but I actually got that dead right last time they fought. I picked Ferreira by knockout, had a nice little cash, and I swear on my life, because it's documented, bro. We'll pull up I think I said it on Anakin Florian and my own show. The reason being is I never ever picked RoboCop because he got knocked out by Jordan Williams, the kid with the diabetes, right? He got knocked out by him. And I'm like, this dude's got no chin. No chin. He looks like $1 million. He's got great boxing. He's got no chin. And Fahad is starting to fade in that first round and clips RoboCop. I went fucking nuts. However, I have since picked RoboCop, and he has looked good. I'm more on his side now. He doesn't rush as much. He was a jiu-jitsu guy that learned boxing because of his incredible physique and power, and now he relies on his boxing, which is very, very clean. He got that horrible cut in that fight. I mean, he had a fucking pussy on his head and didn't quit, went out there and finished the fight. The dude's got a lot of heart. The dude's working with the right people. I become a fan of him, right? I was so negative towards him because of that loss. Couldn't get it out of my head. Now I'm on the RoboCop side, right? I think this guy is legit. I think he does have a good ground game. I think his boxing's really good. He's one of those guys that kind of looks tired in fights too. Some of his body posture and whatever doesn't look really great, but he's never really going to slow down. Bruno, however, I think has learned from a mistake. He slowed down in the boost fight, got lost. Ruzaboyev, where's that guy been? I feel like that guy was fighting like every other month. We haven't seen him forever. Got clipped by him. After that, he's looked pretty good, right? Yeah, he weight miss against Vettori, but he decision of Vettori up. You're not going to finish that guy. That guy's a fucking idiot, right? He doesn't know how to get finished. So this is an interesting fight. This is one of those rare rematches where it's really not title implications, and they're doing it anyway. but I kind of dig it, right? And I understand the lining, and I'm going to go RoboCop this time. I think RoboCop knows what to look for. The big shots from Bruno, he's going to cover up well. I think he's seeing the fight better, and I think his boxing is absolute nasty. I think his cardio is good too. I like Hobocop. Yes, bro said Hobocop. Yes, that's how he pronounces it in Portuguese accent, bro. Hobocop. Bro said Hobocop. RoboCop Rodriguez. Kenny Florian does it better than I do. Give me Hobocop. I don't know if we're going to get a knockout, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe. I mean, Rosa Boyev got him. If Rosa Boyev got him, Rodriguez can get him. Old G-Rod can get him. But right now, I'm just going to do the money, and I like it at minus 200. It's not too steep for me. But maybe Bruno just got to be, maybe he just has his number. Matt Holman, or excuse me, Dennis Holman at Matt Hughes' number. Matt Hughes could not beat Dennis Holman, right? I mean, there's some guys out there, they just have someone's number. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe that's the case here. You're getting plus money on it. I think he's a decent fighter as long as he's fixed his cardio. But I'm taking G-Rod, baby.
I mean, I feel like if his chin shows up, he wins, right? Sure. Like, I mean, that's the thing with RoboCop is the dude's chin just doesn't show up sometimes. But sometimes it does, like he took that knee against Chidi like it was nothing. And that's like, okay, you take that flush knee to the dome and you don't get knocked out by that. But, a straight left down the pipe just fucking floors you.
It's interesting. Like Anderson Silva used to talk about this. Anderson Silva said, if I get hit with a right hand, I could take a right hand all night. But someone hits me with a left hook, I'm going to go down. His right side was weaker than his left side. That's what he used to say all the time.
Jake Paul hit him with it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't put him out, though. He took it, didn't put him out. Yeah, but like Chris Weidman's little left hook, I fucking dropped him, put him out bad, ended his run in the UFC. He always talked about that. Vitor Belfort has said some same things, too. Like, dude, you can knee me in the forehead. I'll take jabs in the forehead all day long. You start touching my chin, it's a problem. I think Hobocop, who doesn't look like structurally, if you look at his face, to me, he's kind of got a weak jaw. Doesn't look like he can take a really great shot. And it looks like he, maybe not have the biggest head in the world either. So, it is what it is.
I've never been a Bruno guy personally. I don't really think this guy should be fighting at 185, nor should he be missing weight.
And that's why.
185, he's 5'10". And it's
wild.
Not. I mean, like RoboCop is shredded, right? I mean, Fajeda's got, he's definitely muscled up, but he's got, some extra.
And Hobocop's 6'3".
Yeah. I mean, I think Fajeda should be a welterweight, but he just chooses to fight at 185 for whatever reason. And I don't think the guy's cardio is very good either. I know he went to decision with Vettori, but for one, Vettori's kind of a
he's fighting a corpse.
Vittori's a fucking corpse and a punching bag. So, you can hit a punching bag for hours and you'll be fine. But I think RoboCop, if he gets out of round one, I think he's good here. And I think if RoboCop fights smart, he can make it look kind of easy. But do I trust him to fight smart? I'm not sure. Because, clearly you don't want to just rush in against this guy because you already got chin by him.
Yeah.
So I think he takes a smarter approach. Be a little bit more patient, maybe mix in some cage push, some cage grappling, stuff like that, to where you don't have to deal with those big left hands down the pipe. And Bruno's best weapon early on specifically is kind of his movement. He moves a lot, tries to draw you into stuff. And if he's up against the cage, he's going to be fine there. And I think RoboCop gets it done. Either late finish or decision.
Yeah.
The line is obviously telling, considering he lost the first fight. But, somebody said it early. Where was it? RoboCop decision, plus 500.
That's not bad.
It is interesting.
When you can't find the head, you touch the body. RoboCop's got really good body work. That's another good measure to try to slow down Bruno as well. So, I'm confident in RoboCop here. I really am. I think decision's a good thing. Obviously, he's a power guy. He's going to go for the finish, but we'll see what happens. But I'm.
I just think it would be really idiotic for him to go in there.
He just can't rush.
He really does. Yeah,
just don't rush. Everything's good. Yeah. I'm interested to see if they decide to grapple a little bit, which I doubt they will, but we'll see. But as long as RoboCop doesn't rush and is mindful of what's coming at him, patient RoboCop is different, 100%. I like G-Rod. I like Rodriguez a lot.
Maybe you could go round 3 or decision, one of those. one of those bets. I'm gonna
That'd be
try to
nice,
pull
yeah.
odds for that because you'll probably get some decent plus money on the RoboCop side. Got to sweat 5 minutes, and I don't think Bruno has like a terrible chin.
No.
Even though he got caught by Ruzaboya, but he kind of caught that kick. And honestly, I thought the ground might have caused the KO more than the actual punch in that fight. Where is it? There it is. RoboCop round 3 or decision sitting at plus 300. It's pretty good.
I like that.
All right, let's move on. Lightweight bout, we got Drew Dober taking on Michael Johnson. MJ comes in at minus 120. Double D comes back at plus 100. Drew Dober, 14-11 in his UFC career, coming off the KO win in round 3 against Kyle Prepelec. Before that, was on a bit of a losing streak, 3 losses in a row. So he got back to his winning ways. The all-time leader in the lightweight division in knockouts is Drew Dober. And on the other side, Michael Johnson, 16-15 in the UFC, coming off the win against Daniel Zellhuber, where he won as a huge underdog. And since what we saw last week was Zellhuber, maybe that win doesn't look as good as it did when he pulled it off. But he's 4-1 in the last 5. He's 39 years of age, Dober 37. So 2 veterans scrapping it out here. Neither guy is probably going to think about shooting a takedown. Should be a mainly striking fight, and it should be a good one. I like that they put this on the main card.
Yeah,
because I think it is definitely worthy 2 veterans, getting the main card slot on a numbered event. What do you think here, BP?
So, this is our 7th show, Hayden. We haven't picked a Michael Johnson fight yet, but Michael Johnson's my guy. Okay.
Is he?
I don't pick against him. Yeah. I love Michael Johnson. I think this dude is such an anomaly in MMA. He's 16-5 in the UFC, which is crazy.
15.
He's fought 16-15, excuse me, in the UFC. He's fought everyone. He's got a knockout over Dustin Poirier. He literally fought Khabib before Khabib became Khabib, and he kind of buzzed him in the first round. Not really. People blow that up to be a bigger deal than it is, but he kind of did, right? It's just such an anomaly, this dude. He took some time off. He had some personal stuff. Now he's back. 39. People keep banging on his age, but it's not like he's fighting a fucking 22-year-old. He's fighting 37-year-old Drew Dober, who's been chinny the past few years. Matt Frivola cracked the chin of Dober, and ever since then, he's been prone to get knocked out. Michael Johnson is incredibly fast. That's what I'm looking at in this fight is speed. Drew Dober has that Muay Thai stuff. He throws kicks really well, keeps his hands up right, but he takes shots. Michael Johnson's got a piston of a left hand. He's got power for days, and he's incredibly fast. I like Michael Johnson. I mean, obviously, I like Michael Johnson. I'm never going to pick against him, but I like him in this spot. I think this is weird. This fight's never happened before. You feel like 2 veterans like these with their styles, they would have collided before, but they didn't. I know Michael Johnson went and played at 145 for a little bit. Was a bad idea. Anyway, I like Johnson there. I think the speed's going to be a problem over Drew Dober. I like him by knockout as well. I just think the speed in the fact that Drew gets hit a lot, and the fact that he still is fighting like he's got the granite chin from years ago. I wouldn't say his chin's completely washed, but guys have cracked it now. You can crack it. Michael Johnson has power and speed and will definitely test that chin of Drew Dober. I like Drew Dober. But again, Michael Johnson, when he gets hit, I mean, Josh Emmett fucking deaded the dude. I mean, fucking slapped him. So chin isn't the best on the other side either, but I think speed is going to be killer here. I don't think I said speed enough in my breakdown, so I'm going to end it there. But MJ for me, babe, by KO, which is, I had to pull it up here. Plus 210.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, nice little shake.
I am going to piggyback off you.
Wow. Matty was on your boy Matty was on he was really confident in Dober.
I'm gonna say
first thing he said.
MJ round 1 KO.
Whoa.
Plus 650.
Now you're just getting crazy.
I think MJ is gonna play pinball with Drew Dober's dome piece early on because Dober is just so predictable.
It really is.
And he just walks into the fire, and MJ's he's a good fucking counter striker with, like you said, this dude's fast. He's got the speed. That's speed advantage,
boy.
And Dober's like a powerhouse. Like he just wants to wear you down with his activity and taking your punches and wear you down so that eventually he can land those big shots, which could happen.
Sure.
Dober could wear him down and do exactly what we expect him to do. But I don't know that he's going to be able to get a chance because, I mean, Dober was going 50-50 with Kyle Preplik, man.
Yeah. He didn't get him out in round 3.
Didn't get him out.
Struggled those first couple rounds. And I like Drew Dober. I think he's a great guy. Like, he seems like a nice dude, I should say. Although the one thing what's interesting, he was a handsome guy. He's married with a kid. If you look at any like hot chick on Instagram that is related to fighting and they post like a sexy picture, one of the likes, the first likes will be Drew Dober like this. Like, this dude. It's like, bro, you're married with kids. Sneaky. And you're peeping on, the Brazilian chick that's banging a bunch of dudes with a belly tattoo. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But yeah, Pollyanna, yeah. You're like liking shit like her in a bikini. It's like, oh, okay. Like Drew Dober, trying to get it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really buying into Dober here. I mean, his latest wins are Preplik and Ricky Glenn. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I know Michael Johnson's beaten Zaitar and what's his nuts? Darius Flowers, but at least Zell Huber was thought to be something. It's not like Zell Huber was a corpse at that point.
Right.
Ricky Glenn was an absolute corpse. I mean, the losses aren't bad, Torres and Silva, but honestly, he didn't look competitive in either of those fights. Honestly, like I didn't have any question that John Silva was going to do exactly what he did to him.
Right.
So I think Michael Johnson gets it done. You say KO, I say KO 1. But if you like the Dober side, I would maybe look towards round 2 or round 3.
Yeah.
Because, the pressure is definitely going to play a factor here. But I think Johnson can get him out. Getting a rundown, maybe, Lou? So Huber isn't even UFC caliber. Yeah, he's pretty shit.
Yeah, he's not good.
Pretty shit. Dober trying to smash. Yeah, dude. Dober's one of those guys. He's one of those guys, bro. He's one of them. Last 3 wins are all on 3-fight losing streak. Dober's losses
are all top 15 guys.
So you're comparing wins and losses.
We did that last week with Moreno and Kavanaugh, and we all saw what the fuck happened there. And I mean, sometimes it doesn't add up. I think listen, Hayden said it perfectly. Early Johnson, late Dober. I think these dudes are throwing down.
That's all you gotta know.
I think someone's getting put out.
That's all you gotta know. All right, let's move on. Bantamweight bout, we got Rob Font stepping in at plus 190, taking on Raul Rosas Jr. Gee-wee-wees. Sits at minus 225. He's 5-1 in the UFC, 11-1 his professional career. He's just 21 years of age, and Rob Font sitting at 38 years of age. So 17-year age gap. Font comes in with a 4.5 reach advantage, and he is coming off the loss to David Martinez after picking up a couple wins. So, even at his current form, he does have some recent wins against some solid guys, Kyler Phillips, Gene Matsumoto. And this is clearly the toughest fight for Raul Rosas Jr. And I don't know that he was going to run through Rob Font in this one, but Rob Font's takedown defense is just absolutely abysmal.
So bad.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like you touch this guy's leg and he's on his butt. It's so bad. But the thing is, he does scramble pretty well.
Right.
He does scramble pretty well. It's just he can't avoid a takedown in the open mat. Up against the cage, not as bad. But in the open mat, literally, you touch this guy's leg, he's going down. So the question is, can Rob Font force enough scrambles here to make Rosas tired, or force enough scrambles to where he can do damage on the feet before he gets taken down again? I'm not sure. BP, what do you think?
Yeah, I've never been high on Rojas Jr. I think it's amazing what he did coming to UFC as the youngest, whatever. And he obviously has dedicated his life to this. He wants to retire at 25. He just turned 21 years old, which could be a distraction, right? Now that he can legally drink, he's in Vegas at 21. The guy obviously he obviously has his personality on him with the whole Chiwiwis thing and stuff like that. The dude likes to seem like to have a good time, but obviously he's an athlete, and we're seeing it. We're going to see if he's sacrificing as much as he needs to be being a young man, because Rob Font is leaving his family, his kids. He's going into fucking Montreal. He's up there for months on end, with Firas Zahabi trying to get better at his career at 38 years old. And you're right. He gets taken down by the win. I mean, he gets taken down before the fucking, before the octagon door closes. UFC Stats already has one takedown against Rob Font, because it's going to happen. but his get-up game is good. I feel like Faraz is such a genius. He goes, we're not even going to worry about your takedown defense because that's going to take years to develop. You're 38. What we're going to worry about is you not getting submitted and you working back to your feet. Because what does Rob Font have? He has cardio and he has really good combination boxing. He can put it on you. Doesn't have the biggest power in the world, but he can put it on you, right? And he ran into a young fighter, obviously completely different than Rojas Jr., but a young fighter who was hot in Adrian Yanez, and he absolutely starched him. Different because Rojas Jr. has the style to really give Rob Font problems. Rojas Jr., to me, when he hits the ground, he rushes a lot. That's why he got tired in that Christian Rodriguez fight, his loss, because he rushed everything. He muscled everything. He rushed everything. And with Rob Font, if you rush with a guy getting up and getting up safely, it's going to be a problem. Obviously, Rob Font has the hands. But if you look at Rojas Jr.'s face, there ain't no fucking way you're cracking that chin. The guy's got a fucking head and a chin on him. You ain't touching that thing. I think the guy's never going to be knocked out in his MMA career.
Yeah.
With that being said, this is a very interesting thing. The chat is all over the place. They like Rob Font. I'm not. I guess I'm too big of a pussy because I'm gonna take Rojas Jr. I think Rojas Jr. His style is a problem. What?
Say it one time.
Rojas.
Rosas.
Rosas.
Dines.
Rosas. Okay. Rosas.
There
Well, I'll call him fucking catcher mitt face if I want, because Jesus, Raul Rosas Jr. I just can't back Rob Font at 38 with no takedown defense against a guy who only is going to take him down. I can't do it. Yeah. It's hard for me.
It's tough. It's kind of like the fucking Tobias Nurgai fight where it's like you don't really believe in Rosas, but the guy he's fighting has, clear deficiencies in the thing that the other guy's good at.
Right.
It's interesting you bring up him being 21 in Vegas now, right? Because I was listening to Dominic Cruz interview with Rosas, and Rosas said he really loves to party.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He loves to party because he didn't get to do that when he was younger because he was grinding on in competition.
Sure.
So now that he's like 21 and he has some money and he lives, by himself, and
he's famous and he's got that face.
He likes
to party. Look the face and he likes to party.
The other week I said I can't trust 21-year-olds.
Can't do it
with your money. You just can't.
Can't do it.
And we might have to play Rob Font, dude.
I love it.
I
don't have the balls to do it right now. Sitting here Wednesday, I don't.
What's Font by decision, dude? What's Font by decision? Plus 320.
I don't mind that.
Is that a bad number or is that good?
I like it.
Plus 320.
KO plus 650. Maybe Rojas Jr. gets completely gassed. Robbie Font peppers him up, breaks him down to the body in the third round.
To the body. It would have to be the body. You ain't knocking that dude out. You get him with
no. You gotta touch the body. You gotta touch the body of the legs for sure. Yeah,
that'd be a cardio dump. Rosas. I think the fight probably goes to decision.
I think so too. I think the over's money.
Plus 350 on Font decision. Plus 120 on Rosas decision. I think round 1 goes to Rosas. Round 3 probably goes to Font. Round 2 is kind of up for grabs.
We'll see. I think it'll be a tale of 2 rounds. First half of the round, Rojas. Second half, Rob keeps getting up, landing shots. Yeah. I've always maintained, I think heavy shots account more than some grappling exchanges.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's like Rosas doesn't really do any damage, when he's grappling too.
It's all positional stuff. He doesn't really have great ground and pound.
That's the thing. It's kind of like last week with Cheeto and David Martinez. Martinez won the first 2 rounds. So in round 3, he clearly lost.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even need to win the round. He was clearly up 2-0.
Just stayed away. Just stayed away as much as he could.
Don't engage. So if Rosas clearly wins the first 2 rounds, then you could just run around the cage like Martinez.
To the run around the cage in the third round, though, you're gonna need some cardio. So we'll be interested to see if he's putting in the work.
And he's not
he's supposed to.
That. Martinez is used to do that. Rosas not used to
correct. So. Rojas is more of a
finisher. I think bet-wise, it's dog or pass. You got to go Font if you're gonna lay.
You know what? This is something that I never do, dude. Fuck Rojas Jr. I'm on Font. I'm switching pick switch. Pick switch. I'm going Rob Font.
I did pick Rosas to win in my picks video, but I had him as a minus 144 favorite. So clearly I see the value on Rob Font.
Switch. Put the graphic up.
Pick switch.
Pick switch.
EP going with Font, the 38-year-old. Get it done.
Fuck it, bud.
All right.
Yeah,
we
let's
talked
go.
him into it. We talked him into it, chat.
Chat, you got me. Hayden got me. I love this fight, by the way, right now. This is a sick fight.
All right. Co-main event. 3-round middleweight bout. We got Kyle Bahalio coming in at minus 250, taking on Renier Derrida, sitting at plus 210. RDR coming off his first UFC loss against Brendan Allen, where he said, I can't continue after 4 rounds in the cage with Brendan Allen, where he only absorbed 22 significant strikes and he only landed 9 significant strikes. Pure exhaustion. Just said, I can't go back. He actually almost had to throw in the towel after round 3, but he made it back to the corner, and then he goes back there in round 4 and just gets held down on his back for the entirety and says, I'm out of here. After that, he says he had a lot of health issues to where he could barely walk up the stairs or walk down the stairs. He was out of breath. And now, 4 months later, he's fighting Kyle Bahalio.
Yeah. He's not all good. I fixed it.
Yeah. Apparently, he says he's fixed it and he's good. You know, they did a bunch of tests and they got it figured out. But that's not a good look. It's not a good look. On the other side, Kyle Bahalio coming off his first UFC loss as well against Nazardimov in the main event at UFC Paris, where he lost a decision, unanimous decision, to Nazardimov, where he only landed 66 significant strikes in a 5-round fight. Kyle, to me, is a guy that I think outside of the Cannonier fight, to me, he like always underperforms.
Yeah.
He just never really looks that great to me. But he is good because he doesn't really give his opponent much. Doesn't give his opponent much. Seems like he's in there being a true fighting nerd of trying to be like super tactical. Doesn't really make many mistakes, but he also doesn't really capitalize on a ton of, mistakes that his opponent makes. Derrida, on the other hand, complete opposite. This guy's going to fucking walk forward, land those, or try to land those fucking knees to the gut and get in the clinch with you, make it dirty, drag you down to the ground, get his grappling going. But I don't know how this guy's going to look after. Like, he might say he's fine now, right? Mm-hmm. He might say he's fine. He got it all figured out, but it's only 4 months and he hasn't done the weight cut yet.
Right.
Because the main reason why I think he fell apart in that Brendan Allen fight is because it was his 4th fight or maybe 5th fight in like a year.
And he's fucking huge for 185.
Yeah, I think it was his 5th fight, right? In like a year, almost a year.
5 weight cuts, bro.
And yeah, like he clearly burnt himself out, but now it's only 4 months later. And then he's got a huge weight cut down to 185 as well because he's massive.
Mm-hmm.
So if that wasn't the case, I would say might have to take a stab on Derrida here.
Sure.
Because even though he quit against Brendan Allen, he arguably won the first 2 rounds. I mean, he clearly won the first round. Second round, probably get to Brendan Allen. But then if it's a 3-rounder, the fight ends and it's like, oh, well, it was a pretty close fight. You don't get to see Brendan Allen, or you don't get to see Derrida just quit. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of question marks with Derrida. He's also 35. He's quit twice now. And Bahalio doesn't really make a ton of mistakes. So I think it's probably Bahalio by decision, but I don't know that I could lay minus 250. I know a lot of people are confident on him. Like on paper, it seems like a tough matchup for Derrida to look good.
Mm-hmm.
But the last thing I'll say here, and I'll let you go, BP, but the thing I have of trouble with Bahalio is this guy's takedown defense isn't tested at all.
Right.
Like at all. The dude has only faced 11 takedown attempts in the UFC. 6 of them were from Paul Craig. He went 0 for 6. And we know Paul Craig's not going to get any takedowns, right?
Yeah, no.
He's not getting takedowns. So 6 of those 11 attempts were from Paul Craig. So then you look at the other 5 attempts, and his opponents were successful on 3 of those 5.
Right.
So if you take out the Paul Craig fight, this guy has a 40% takedown defense in the UFC.
Right.
So if that's the stat that we see on UFC stats, I mean, people are going to be like, holy shit, dude, Bahalio, he's going to get taken down by RDR.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the stat we see. We see, what is it, 76%? And be like, okay, That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Right.
So that's the last thing I'll say. But what do you think here?
Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a really hard because I've never been blown away by either guy. RDR, I actually watched a lot of his career before he made the UFC. This guy came up a lot on Reddit, and we're like, oh, you got to check this dude out. This dude would be champion, and he's double champ outside here. He'd be champion in the UFC. And I watched him, and I'm just like, what are people seeing? Because he was sloppy on the feet. He's got good submissions. He's absolutely huge for 185, and he's obviously physically strong, and he's good on top, and he's aggressive, and his fights are exciting. But I was like, it's kind of sloppy. I didn't see this world-class guy. And then Borjalo came on the Contender Series, and it was the same thing. Like, oh, I'm the fighting nerds guy. I'm putting these glasses on. I'm taking over the world. And I just thought he was kind of average too. I didn't think he was amazing. It was weird. But they're both solid guys. And I think you nailed it with RDR is 5 weight cuts at being 6'4", where you have fought at 205 before, and cutting down to 185 is going to wreck your body. He said that he did a bunch of tests, and it wasn't his heart, it wasn't his lungs. That's your first instinct when you think I'm out of breath walking up steps. He was severely anemic, severely dehydrated, obviously all pointing to his weight cut. And then on the embedded, he was doing a different diet this camp, and the dude's eating liver. He's like eating liver because it's great for your body, right? Yeah. So he's trying different things, but it's still alarming where this is a guy who literally has openly talked about his struggles with conditioning 4 months ago. If it was a year ago, you're like, man, this number would be different. It was 4 months ago. And I got to be honest with you, Borjalo on the the embedded, he did his final day in camp, and the entire team was around him as he's finishing on the heavy bag, on the ground and pound, throwing elbows or whatever. And he stands up and he fucking screams in the camera and he says, March 7th, you're dead, or whatever the fuck. That fired me the fuck up. I was out of my seat. Like, what the? I like this dude. I like that dude. I like the fighting spirit. I love the camp, the team that is rallying behind him. So I'm going to go Borjalo here, even though I think RDR has a path to victory. His body lock takedowns are no joke. His top pressure are no joke. If, I know Borjalo comes from a jiu-jitsu background, but we haven't seen a lot of that. If we have, it's him on top. What does he look like off his back, right? It's a different ball game. What does he look like off his back with this monster on top of him who is very good, who Bo Nickel talks about being incredibly strong, and that's high praise considering how many guys Bo Nickel's wrestled and grappled. Yeah. So I don't hate RDR at plus 210. If people are taking RDR at plus 210, I like that. I'm going to go the safe route here. I'm going to go Borjalo at minus 250. I just think if it stays on the feet as well, I think Borjalo has the better hands. I think RDR pushes his punches a little too much, but it works because he's super tall. So we'll see. Fun fight though. I really like this fight. This is a banger.
It is. And when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, Kyle wins easily. But
right. That was my first instinct too.
The more I look at it, I think De Ridder could be live considering it is 3 rounds, but I do still feel like Borjalo, even in the grappling scenarios, might just end up on top, De Ridder does lose position quite often and he'll end up on bottom. And then Borjalo, I think, is going to be heavy on top. I think these guys
sweeps are so nasty too, dude.
Yeah,
he's crafty on the ground, bro.
If he's tired though, then he's just kind of stuck there.
I've had conversations with conversations with Kenny Florian, who is very judgmental of people's jiu-jitsu, and he just shows RDR. It's technically not the most pretty in the world. He's not going to go to any BJJ competition and win, but it's effective, and he's so slick with what he does, and clearly physically he's really strong too, so it helps him out. But interesting fight here, brother.
Huge. SBE, bro. This guy making picks off embedded clips is hilarious,
bro. I consume everything.
Yeah, you got it.
Everything.
Might get a little nugget in embedded. It's like, okay.
And you remember there was a curse. If you got your hair cut on embedded, you fucking lost the fight. Yeah, you gotta. That's how I found out Cody Garbrandt's rocking a mustache, bro. No more beard, right? He's a new guy.
Figured out he went back to his roots as well.
Back to his roots, not giving a fuck.
Went back
Wrestling,
to my roots,
boxing, mustache, not giving a fuck.
Thank you for the $4.99 SVE. Holloway, Oliveira, draw plus 5,000.
Wow.
I'm gonna need more than that thing. I'm gonna need more than plus 5,000. I'm gonna need plus 10,000, dude.
Plus 10,000. Main event. RDR quits again. Do they cut him? No, they don't cut him.
let's move on to the main event. We got the lightweight BMF title on the line, the only BMF title, but it's in the lightweight division, as it always has been outside of the first ever BMF title. Max Holloway coming in here as minus 230 favorite, talking on Charles Du Bronx Oliveira, said at plus 195. This is a rematch from a very long time ago when Charles Oliveira went down with the injury only about a minute into the fight. So we didn't really get to see anything in that one, but that one was at featherweight, and a lot has changed since then. Most recently, Max Holloway defended the BMF title for the very first time. The first time in history the BMF title has been defended against Dustin Poirier, where he beat him by decision in that fight. He nearly knocked him out in round 1. Then he got dropped in round 2. And then Holloway went on to win the next 3 rounds. And in this one, I think it just boils down to, can Charles Oliveira force the grappling? He's going to need to. He's going to need to. And if he does, he's a live dog.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because when in Max Holloway's career has he ever faced anyone with the grappling of Charles Oliveira? The dude has never faced anybody near Charles Oliveira's grappling.
Right.
Not even close. Like, you could say Ortega, but man, I've never been on fucking Ortega, dude. I've never really been on Ortega at all. And Ortega, he was hot at that point, but he never even got a chance to put his jiu-jitsu to the test really against a Max Holloway. So maybe that does happen here. Maybe Max Holloway can just keep the fight on the feet and Charles Oliveira doesn't get any chance to use his grappling. But I mean, if I haven't seen it, I can't really imagine it, So I don't know. I don't know what Max Holloway looks like with somebody on his back threatening a rear naked choke. I've never seen it, especially recently. Right. And I know if Charles Oliveira gets your back, fight's probably over. Charles Oliveira's fought guys like Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. What did he do to them? Submit him with a rear naked choke. Look, I think Max Holloway wins the fight. I do think he should be a favorite. He's obviously the better striker, cleaner striker, better footwork, definitely the more durable. But he has been dropped in his last 2 fights. So Justin Gaethje once said Charles Oliveira is the guy that's hit him the hardest.
Yeah.
If Oliveira lands on him, who knows? Maybe he hits a little knockdown and then he doesn't even need a takedown on Max Holloway. And one mistake against Charles Oliveira, the fight is over. So I know a lot of people are probably very confident in Max Holloway to get it done here. But at minus 230, I think it's a bit wide.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit wide.
Agreed.
What do you think?
Yeah, I was surprised by the price when I saw it. I thought this would be much closely lined, which makes me want to lean Oliveira. Both these guys are so evenly matched. Obviously, you can't even really watch the first fight and take any of that into accountability. It was kind of weird. Obviously, Charles hurt his shoulder and then it was over, right? But before that, it wasn't really nothing. You couldn't really take anything away from that. And you hit the head and nail on the head with Max. We've seen him get grappled a little bit. Yeah, a year to put him on his back. Volkanovski landed a couple takedowns against him. But neither of those guys are Charles Oliveira. Those aren't jiu-jitsu guys. Those guys are going to take you down, mix things up, maybe, change some things up. Max's takedown defense is held up pretty well. His get-up game is pretty good, but we haven't really seen him tested in that jiu-jitsu. And Charles Oliveira, there's a reason he has the most subs in the UFC. There's a reason he's got 22 on his record. Guy's a motherfucking killer, and he's good on the feet, too. I thought his career might have been done after the Topuria knockout. That was pretty brutal. He rebounded really well mentally coming back from that, because that is something that is really hard to come back from. His striking is very interesting. Justin Gaethje said when he got hit by Oliveira, it felt like lightning strikes every time. Like, bing, he just got shocked every time. Obviously, Gaethje got slept by Max Holloway, one of the greatest knockouts of all time. Max plays it, he's so smart, and his team doesn't get enough credit because he reps a really small team. No one's flying to Hawaii to train with Max and his coaches, and he likes it that way. But his coaches are very smart, and they have a really good game plan every time Max fights. He is a kind of a taller guy. He's a little taller than Charles, even though he doesn't have the reach, but he hunches down a lot in his stance to avoid the takedown. And he always throws in combinations. He doesn't ever just throw one at a time. He can lead the dance and he can counter. He's a complete fighter. But Charles Oliveira has that X factor with the fucking submissions, which is throwing so much pause on all this, right? If Charles Oliveira was just okay on submissions, this is Max all day. I think Max, even though he might not have the bigger power than Oliveira, I think he has the better hands, better pacing, better, cardio going 5 rounds if all stand up, but grappling. This is MMA, baby. That's what makes this the greatest sport in the world. Oliveira is a motherfucker, and his takedowns are really good. He can shoot a double, and he can body lock you. He's strong in those positions. My breakdown was on the fence because I've been on the fence this whole time. I'm going to go Max Holloway because I like Max in this spot. I think Max's boxing is going to take over. I don't know what's going to happen, though. This is so intriguing to me because I can see Oliveira winning at plus 195. That's such a beautiful number for a guy like Charles Oliveira. But then we can watch this fight. Max can dominate. We're like, holy shit, Max Holloway is only minus 230. It's so competitive. It's so good. Elite guys. And I really don't think there's many UFC fighters that could main event a fight with there's not a lot of bad things to say about either of them. Who the fuck are the fans going to cheer for, right? Both these guys are loved so much. I respect both these guys so much. I'm a fan of both these guys. They're class acts, exciting fighters. And I'm so glad the rematch is here, but I'm going to lean Max Holloway, although I wouldn't fault anybody from taking Charles Oliveira.
Agreed. Dita said, who sub Max? Dustin Poirier. Sub Max.
DP got him.
2012. So 14 years ago. That was Max's UFC debut. Submitted with him triangle armbar in round 1. And I put out a tweet earlier this week. The only guy that's ever even attempted a submission on Max Holloway is Dustin Poirier. In his UFC debut and then in his last fight when he knocked him down and then jumped Gilly. But other than that, Max, that's why I'm like wondering. I don't know what Max looks like with somebody like slapping a Darce choke on him, slapping a fucking rear naked choke on him. I don't know.
So easy. It's
I'm
crazy.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I'm going to say Charles's guillotine's probably better than Poirier's.
Yeah. I think so, bro.
Probably better
I think so. I mean, Dustin Poirier made jumping the Gilly cool. Like I would, if there's a jump the Gilly shirt out there that I don't know about, please send it my way. Please send it my way. I would like to purchase that. But yeah, I mean, Charles Oliveira, the guy's so well-rounded. He can submit you any which way, right? Yeah. In the early knock in Oliveira's career, especially when he was at 45 and he went up to 55, early in his career he quit a lot. He did quit. I mean, there was some mental stuff there. Oh, yeah. He had a kid. Dude, he had a kid, and he's like, fuck that.
Dude, you sound like fucking Rogan right now.
Dude, he
sound like Joe Rogan right now.
Listen, he had a fucking child, bro, and said, nah, I ain't gonna happen. But there's some dark web shit going on. There's some dark web shit going on that Charles Oliveira went to a Papa Shango dark shaman and did some dark magic to get the career going. I swear to God, that was a theory going on. That's why he dyes his hair blonde. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. Silly Goose did something here. Oh, Rebo, click. You click it. Go ahead. Sorry. Charles by Silly Gilly.
Silly Gilly Goose MMA Show. Charles by Silly Gilly. There we go.
There you go. Thank you for the donation, Silly Gilly and the man.
Last thing I'll say here.
Yeah.
Most recently, I mean, Holloway's best wins are who? Gaethje and Poirier.
Yeah.
I mean, Charles beat them before it was cool.
Sure.
You know?
And Holloway's lost to Poirier twice. His debut, and then for the interim title in Atlanta when I was there.
I mean, bro, Charles lost to Islam, Arman, and to Poirier, bro.
Right.
Come on. You know?
The Arman fight was, I mean, I'm not gonna say robbery, but it was fucking competitive.
Very competitive, very competitive. Yeah, I think it's dog or pass, money line side, but it's your pick. I guess I'm gonna take Holloway. All right, boys, we did it. We got through the whole card. Now it's time to go into the segments. First up, we got BP's.
Yeah, man.
BP the clip. Who are we going with this week, Big Gun?
Can you show the graphics? I forget. There you go. Homo cop. Gregory Rodriguez. Yeah.
BP's 1-4 on the year. And I'm
1-4.
By the way, so just it's not financial advice. All right, it's not.
No. Nothing I say is financial advice. I paid over $200 for this. Nothing I say is financial advice. I really I capped the shit out of this card to the point where I almost overthought it. And I had to get back to gut stuff and not overthinking or whatever. I'm 1-4. I swear to you, I literally had it typed out in the text that my empty the clip because I want to switch it up and just go, I'm going to fucking just go for it, right? Was going to be Cody Garbrandt at plus money. I was just like, I want to hit that. Just fuck you in the face, right? I reeled it in and I went, this is either going to be Baralo or RoboCop. I trust RoboCop more. And I just think he's gonna be motivated for this fight. He knows what Fajeda has, and I think the first fight, let's not say it was a fluke, but let's just say I think he learned a lot from that, and we're getting him at a decent price here. So I'm gonna get a win here. We're gonna go 2-4, and then we're not gonna lose the rest of the year. You know what I mean? I'm gonna finish the year. You know what is it? 50. 48-4. How many fights? What doesn't matter?
Yeah, 38.
Not gonna lose.
38 and 4.
Yeah.
37 weeks in a row.
There you go.
Yeah, BP's going for HoboCop to get it done. Empty the clip on him, and my record's not much better.
Who we got though?
I'm 2-3
though, bro. Who we got though, bro?
I honestly haven't played it super safe. I mean, neither of us has really played it that safe.
No,
we could be taking fucking Ryan Gondrat minus 1,000. Whatever.
You could take Dante Johnson, which I think you're taking.
we
spoil it.
Well, here we go. I'm 2-3. I need a dub. I've gone with a couple of my boys that have gotten it done for me.
Yeah.
And this week, I got to go with somebody.
He's fighting a corpse.
Who's fighting a corpse.
Yes.
Empty the clip.
Yeah.
Johnson. By knockout. I'm not gonna puss out and just take the money.
By KO. Okay.
Be the knockout. All right. Lockjaw gets it done. Empty the clip, boys. By KO. Minus 165 was the best line that I saw. And honestly, I think there's value on it.
Nice.
Dante Johnson. I got to ride for the homie.
Ride for him, babe.
Give me one. Empty the clip on DJ. Gets it done. Let's go to the 3-punch parlay.
There you go.
This record really needs some improving. 1-4. I mean, dude. I mean, we've really screwed the pooch on some of these. Obviously, neither of us. I don't know how much you're doing this year, but I've obviously done terrible. And I think I've fucked us a couple times on this 3-punch parlay. But
no one gets blamed for anything. That's my leg.
Number one. You're going with Fialho. That's BP's leg. At
yes, sir.
70. I'm going to go with Jung Young Lee.
Okay.
As the second leg. And
Interesting.
then leg number 3.
Cody Garbrandt. Here we go.
Nope. I made the ultimate decision.
But
his side that we were both on. HoboCop.
What is that number? +1? That's not bad.
179. Plus 179 on the 3.
How does it lose, chat? How does it lose?
Tell us how it loses.
It doesn't, bruh.
If fucking Jung Young Lee loses, man, I'm gonna be.
Well, hey, that's your leg, bro. That's
my
your
leg,
bro.
I'm just trying to help us out this week. Give me
We need to just get a clean dub, clean up the record. A lot of cappers have started the year slow, right? We're not the only ones. There's some cappers that are doing fantastic that are hot, but you can't be hot all the time. It's not realistic. We're all starting slow, so we're gonna build up.
Here we go. BP Sicko Parlay. 10-1 odds are higher. On the year, we're both 0-5. All right. But we only need to hit 1 to be in the profit.
Just
until
one.
We get to, until we get to
the week right here, baby.
Here we go. Leg number 1. You got Montez by sub. Plus 285.
Yes, sir.
Care to say anything about it?
No.
Darce Anaconda, whatever.
Darce Anaconda, whatever.
Dude. Cody G.
When you're in doubt, you go to your Ohio boy. I haven't think I told you this yet. He's back to his old ways.
He's back to his roots.
Back to his roots. Wrestling and boxing, bro. He don't give a fuck, right? I don't know if I mentioned that.
Leg number 3, HoboCop KO. Gets you to plus 2128.
2128, baby. 2128. Couple shekels on that. Not half a shekel. We're back. All right, I'm curious to see you, babe.
You're going to get back to your roots there. And
back to my roots, just like Cody. Cody.
All right, mine. I'm going to go 2 legs.
Wow.
I did it last week. It went 0-2. But this is the week. This is the week. We go 2-2.
Yeah,
leg number 1.
Man.
We're going Tumendemberal by sub.
I like that a lot.
Plus 400. Little club and sub. The guy's got 6 submission wins. Cody Durden has 5 submission losses.
I like that a lot.
400. I think it's a pretty solid leg to put in a nice little long shot sicko parlay. And leg number 2, we're going to go with Michael Johnson. IKO plus 1550 on that 2 leg, sicko, parlay. I think it schmacks.
Fit. I'm playing that, bro.
How are we not in love with this?
I love it.
I'm in love with it.
I want to marry it. I love that so much. I'm playing that. I'm playing it.
Come on, chat.
Chat, what's up, man?
Jacob Gilly says clean parlay. I think that was maybe yours. I think that was yours.
Or maybe the 3PC parlay. Don't know. Thank you, Jacob.
Russ says it's going to hit. There we go, Russ.
Russ knows. Russ the man. He knows.
Hey, Jeff, you got any advice for someone 26 years old with 3 kids? Well,
golly.
Unless you have money to spend, should not be betting, brother. I'm going to just tell you that. Just enjoy it. All right. Maybe $1 bets. Give you the scratch.
We don't unit shame here. I don't care what your units are. We don't unit shame around here.
Whatever. Love the Tumendemberal sub. Love it as well. Love it as well.
That's sick.
All right. That's going to do it, boys. Appreciate y'all for watching tonight. We went for 2 hours and 20 minutes. UFC 326 this Saturday, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Main event, BMF titles on the line. BP, you got anything for the viewers before we hop out of here?
That's it. The chat, you guys are amazing. Hit the like button, subscribe to Hayden's YouTube, my YouTube, our socials, 3PC, 3punchcombo.com. Go sign up. It's taking over the MMA world, baby. I love it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, listening, whatever you got to do.
Yes, get your picks in on 3punchcombo.com so you can win that $1,000 if you pick the correct fighter to win every single fight. Appreciate everyone. Like the stream for us before you hop out of here. Hype it up. Subscribe to the channels. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. We'll be back here next week with an Apex card headlined by Josh Emmett and Kevin Vallejos. We're back to the Apex.
My boy Chris Curtis is fighting on that card. Woo!
Oh, might have some insider info on next week's card. So BP's going to bring it. He's back to his roots. We're going to cash in this week. We got the monkey off our back. It's a new month. February is over. It's March. This is March. March is where dreams are made. Let's go, boys. Until next week, BigJive MMA Show. We out.